There's one of them. The... Slurs! I was holding to see if you were on stream already.
Everyone got so quiet.
Well, we wanted to
I was waiting
good
for you.
behavior.
Waiting, I don't know.
You level us up.
I mean,
Yeah, do we already
I
started?
appreciate
I
it,
don't know.
but normally when I say I'm going to start the stream, the conversation continues as it was.
I'm not
And
about
I have to
say
look
that
for another
incredibly
opening.
hot take I just had on stream.
I'm trying to get that level up so I can actually wear medium armor and have AC that's not complete shit.
Oh, your AC is complete the shit. Your AC is complete shit. Mister
I didn't-
5 more AC than I
Well,
have.
you don't have to
I-
hit things with a sword.
I have to hit things with a sword.
Wait,
That's
is
a
the
personal
AC the
choice.
number on the right?
Yeah, the one on the
Yeah,
shield icon.
The little shield.
Okay. I
Stands
just
for-
noticed now that they're a heart versus a shield. So
Stands for air conditioning.
I
It's for air conditioning.
I feel like that is fair.
Honestly, I'm very worried about Elantra then. That's 11 doesn't seem like enough AC for Louisiana.
Watch her feel in the tropics.
you also are
Elantra's
like a
not from
polar bear.
Louisiana.
That's true.
I'll be like outside. I'll be like, oh, it's nice out. It's only 92, not 97. You'll be like, if it's not 40 degrees, it's too hot.
Yeah, I actually was like grumbling earlier. It was like 70 when I was doing yard work this morning, and it was too hot.
Okay, 70 is perfect weather.
My
I was
air conditioning
hiking
is set to 78.
I absolutely know
Wow.
what you guys are talking
It's
about.
72 in my house.
I absolutely have like.
I don't know, like 23 degrees Celsius.
I feel like this is too hot. It's already too hot. I already
Well,
don't like it.
23 degrees is exactly 73. I'm pretty good at my ballpark of Celsius number, and it's close enough.
I never bothered to learn.
Never mind.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Never bothered to learn anything.
Yeah, which is pretty true to me too, because I'm dumb.
I say I don't like learning, and then I'm presented with any new piece of information. I'm like, this is the most interesting thing I've ever heard.
And then do you find out the Wikipedia deep dive?
Sometimes. Other times I'm like, I wonder if my local library has any books on this I can check out.
Ew.
I'm like, wow, I'm like an advertisement.
Ugh.
I
Literally.
know, I
even
fucking
know
love my library.
An
I will,
advertisement
like,
for local libraries.
I will go to bat for the My City public library system. Like, they're fucking great.
I don't
felt
even know
so
where my
welcomed
library
in there
is.
when I went in to like go get my library card not that long ago.
They were like,
Yeah,
"Oh
it's-
my god, it's the first person in 10 years!"
There's
It's
like
probably
6
been 2
people in the
decades since
library.
I've gone to a
And
library.
I have like the smallest branch in the city near my house.
Libraries are great.
I have 3 library cards to 3 different libraries.
This is very in character for a wizard. by the
Weird
way.
flex, but good.
And one of them
Weird flex. It is kind of a weird flex.
I'm so knowledgeable.
Don't even know where the library in my city is.
It's down the mountain.
You know where you could find that out, Welby?
I'm not going there, so why would I
At your
need
local
to?
library.
What a conundrum.
I don't even know how to read.
You or Yvette?
They have audiobooks.
No, not here.
I had to just like commit fraud. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna run the intro.
Wait, you didn't do that. like the doctor to us, everyone else.
Okay. We begin. It's been a while, but the Seekers
Been a
got in a letter. Reading, a strange purple fog has begun spreading through the Ebony Mangle, the likes of which we have never seen. One of ours has disappeared into it, and the hunters we sent in to investigate have not returned either. Our community depends on the swamp. We cannot carry on if it moves much closer. For this matter, I ask that you send your stoutest of heart and sharpest of wit. From Thilomere's Alderman, Overa to Sue. It is the 3rd of Jollis, 3054 AU, for those counting. A fire's day at the end of Swelter's Surge, and the hottest it's been all year. A warm, thick rain is loudly pelting down. Who gets here first of our regulars?
Gabatha.
Yeah, but I'm probably like there already. I'm just not in the room.
Okay, so let's say Gabatha and Ivette are both at Kedwell, the headquarters of the Seekers of the Jade Oath, in some manner. Maybe not in the same room necessarily, but a new face approaches with the bearing of someone on their second day at a new job. Elesh, what do they see as you approach?
They see I'm going to mispronounce this. A Samsaran man. So a 6 foot something, blue skinned, black hair, white eyes, sylph, and he's wearing traveler's garb. So simple leathers, and he appears to have a giant vulture with him.
So, you probably were here maybe a couple of days prior, got like a orientation sort of thing. So you have a vague idea of what's going on, and now you are arriving because there is a job to do. As you enter, Gabatha, Ivette, describe yourselves. What are you?
Ivette, you can go first.
Okay. I've had like this 3 feet tall blue kobold. He's very small, very skinny. He got a little bulk with the adventures, but because at some point you get. He has he dresses like a waitress, a waiter. It's like it's almost too fancy for how it is, but it's dirt. It's dirty and shit because he uses too much. It has like a what's the name of the thing that you put like over shit?
A vest?
So like with a bunch of pockets. Has like, and then he's carrying this. What I think you probably don't know what it is, but it for sake of easier to explain, a gun on his back that it's a little bit too big for him, but and he's missing a finger on one of the hands. That's important. I don't know how you will realize that, but that's important.
Oh, maybe I've at waves or something.
That is true.
And Gabatha?
Gabatha's got the face of the late great Betty White. She's got the body of Miss Trunchbull from Matilda. And so she's like pretty thick, and she's in a baker's apron over like floral, lacy, like old looking grandma style curtains, but it turned into a dress. And Gabatha is sitting on a Are there chairs around?
Yeah.
Okay. So Gabatha's sitting on a chair. She has found something to prop up her feet on, and she's gently snoring. But at the sound of Elesh approaching, she kind of stirs a little bit and says, "Oh, a new person. Oh, I made cake, dear. Take a slice." And gestures to a nice little cake, pre-sliced in with like the nice baker's parchment paper in between the slices, in a tray to the left of her.
Went all out for this one.
Oh yeah.
Ivette probably has like 3 slices too many on his mouth at this point.
That was given like a certain limit. Like I was like, okay, dearie, you're still growing, so you can have 3 pieces. Because
Yeah,
Gabatha
really.
definitely thinks like that is growing.
Elish smiles and nods his head and does not take any cake.
Oh, okay. And she goes back to sleep.
Can I have his slice?
Oh, if he says that's okay, dear, but go be nice to the new person.
Yo! Can I have
Yes?
your slice?
Yeah, sure. I didn't even know it was my slice, really.
I shove up another slice of my mouth.
Yeah, and Gabatha falls back asleep. And she says, have a seat wherever you want.
A few moments after you arrive, a human man walks out of an office nearby. Middle-aged, light brown hair, short, olive skin, like average height. A bit of a like belly, but you can tell that there's a good deal of muscle underneath it. Perhaps it's just not been used too much recently. And this would be a man that you'd met at least once before. Ian Snakewood, the quartermaster for the Seekers of the Jade Oath. Oh, welcome.
Thank you. I just waiting for people to tell me what to do, really.
Yeah,
Hi, boss!
Just got a couple more people coming, and then we'll be able to get on started.
Sorry for the
Yeah.
explosion sound earlier today.
Yeah, I told you to keep all that back in the back area where I don't have to worry about it.
But it worked! I made it work! It's been a long time since.
Gabatha gestures the quartermaster over and puts a slice of cake in his hands and then says, oh, here you go, sweetie. It's just for you. And when you have a second, I would love a glass of water. Thanks. And she turns her head over to roll back to sleep.
Right. And he'll, like, sort of confused wander off and, like, I guess I'm doing this. You wait a little bit longer before the rest of the party shows up. In whatever order you like, introduce yourselves and what you look like.
Sure, Sirius can volunteer. So Sirius walks in. He is a little over 6 feet tall, kind of thin, a half
Kind of
elf.
dead around here, isn't it?
Kind of what?
We will never know.
Yeah, wait, what did you say, Jonathan?
Oh, I said kind of dead around here, isn't it?
Kind of dead around here? What? Why?
It's because you're dead.
Finally.
Sorry, when you said that, I thought you couldn't hear me because it sounded like you meant like no one was talking. Can you actually hear me? No, you can't hear me.
Wait, John, can you not hear Rob?
No.
Oh.
Ah.
Wait, you can't get
Oh,
Robin?
Plot grows thicker.
Oh.
that makes a lot of more
Wait,
sense.
Makes, like,
Yeah,
You
sorry
have
about
to
that.
do
Fascinating.
Oh, on my screen, he's muted.
oh.
That would be because I muted him. Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
Well-
truth comes out.
I'd like to kick him out, please.
Did you mean to mute me? That would make so much more sense.
It's probably when you and he were sharing a mic at one point.
That's so mean. And we weren't. That's so mean. Now I've been thrown off and I don't know what. Anyway, so ignoring Elish, who I now.
Mortal
as
enemies already.
Sirius walks in, he kind of gets a bad vibe from Elish. Like a weird vibe. There's a dark energy, and he just sort of scoots around. And it's like looks over. Man's full of depression. I don't want to be around that. Anyway,
Elish
Um,
smiles.
It's full of depression.
Be nice.
he's really bringing me down.
Be nice.
Elish smiles at him.
Be a good moody boy.
I guess he's fine. Anyway, so Sirius is a half elf with black hair. He is wearing a kind of shining, like almost like starlight amulet. In the shape of the symbol of Tatiel, the goddess that he follows. And he has a katana on his hip, and is otherwise just wearing basic traveling clothes with some light armor.
And our resident wizard.
Ah, yes.
The identify spell.
Yeah, that's how you find the voice. I think that Hyundai Elantra walks in and you see an elf with sort of shoulder length dark hair in a sort of thin navy cloak that, you know how sometimes people describe disheveled clothing as having looked like they slept in it? This is that, but it looks like they didn't sleep. They have sort of gaunt features in their face, and sort of the narrow, angular face of an elf. On their right ring finger is a ring whose geometric patterns seem that it should not join in the same place as it does both the back and the front. And they carry with them like a spell book on one sort of hip bag. And they are currently only wearing socks because they know what shoes they will be wearing later.
This is true.
Wait, it's raining outside and you came in socks only?
Ew.
I think I probably left my shoes at the door.
Oh, okay. You have just recently entered the socks only status.
Yeah.
And out of curiosity, is the lack of sleep because they're like working on something or doing some research or
I
some
think that
other?
they've probably been on sabbatical. And have been joining on fewer contracts. And I think that in that time they wanted to work on projects and like tinker and do wizard shit, but really just found themselves like redirecting at every point where like they would get to some equation, they'd start working on it, and then some other little detail of that would fascinate them and they'd go off and start doing something with that like detail, and then that would realize that they had to like completely change how they're doing the first one, and they'd go back and start that over, and then a new detail would emerge and that would take them down a different path, and then they'd realize that actually maybe this would be better done instead of using like a transmutative property, maybe it's like conjuration-y, and you have to create something rather than just change, and then like their sabbatical was over.
I see.
Can I just jump in and say that the next time Elantra needs to do laundry, Gabatha, being the type of granny that she is, will offer to launder their clothes and make them tidy.
Also, Dalf, I forgot to ask, what was the weather like last night? Was the sky clear?
Yeah, I think it was. I think this rain sort of blew in over the course of today and will blow out shortly afterwards, but it was probably pretty clear and hot yesterday.
Can I say that Sirius last night spent some time stargazing and roll a d20?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Sirius is extremely confident in whatever he saw.
Stars.
It doesn't mean he's right, but he's very confident.
You went stargazing and you saw stars.
Yeah, apparently. I do
As
not feel guided.
As Elantra comes in, the door takes his shoes off. I'm gonna go, look, Gabatha, it's Elantra! Do you look away? Do you turn your head to Elantra?
Are you asking everyone?
No, I'm asking you. When Elantra came in, I went, look, Gabatha, it's Elantra!
Yeah, I'm still asleep, so I have my eyes closed, but I say, "Oh, so nice to see you, Elantra. So happy you're here."
When she turns her head away to Elantra, gonna steal another piece of cake and go running to the lab.
Oh no, I got grandma hands and perception. Absolutely not. I clamped down on your hands trying to steal another piece.
You gotta go. You gotta roll for it now. We gotta do a roll off for the cake.
All right, yeah, give me a reflex save, Gabatha.
What do I do?
Sleight of hand.
Fuck!
You ain't going anywhere with that cake.
Wait,
That's what happens, Gabatha. Tell us how it goes.
I grab his hand and say, "Oh, thank you so much, Yvette. You are so polite. Thank you for carrying that piece of cake to Elantra."
Yes, it was 100% for Elantra.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, from the start of it. Yes,
Bye-bye.
It was my idea. Here, Elantra.
Okay,
here.
night-night.
Yeah, here, Elantra. Look, it's cake.
Thank you. Is it? It's not carrot cake, is it?
No, it's hummingbird cake. It uses pineapples.
Oh, that's widely different.
It doesn't use hummingbirds.
It's when you find pine trees that have apples on them.
It doesn't use the bird on it, which I thought was kind of like fake propaganda.
Oh, the bird is in the bone praline on top. Extra protein.
Oh.
Elesh is increasingly glad that he didn't eat any cake.
It's probably delicious.
Elantra, you stand right here. I got you something the last time that we did some work and you were not with us. And then I go running to the lab. And I go look for the burn spell scrolls that I got that Dolph said like 300 times that Elantra couldn't do much with it because they're used, but I didn't care and I got it anyway. And then I run back. And then and I like to think that I've had runs like the Muppets. So and I go get you like 3 burn spells and I go, I got you this. I don't think they're useful, but maybe you can get like from context clues what they were about.
Thank you. And I'm holding burnt spell scrolls in one hand and cake in the other, and staring equally contemplatively at both.
Yeah. As I recall, these were like used scrolls that in their, in the course of them being used, they were mostly burnt up, but
yeah.
So Yvette brought me like
Burnt
the
parchment
wrapper
paper.
from firecrackers.
Yeah, burnt parchment paper. Maybe there's like a couple of letters that you can still read on them, and you can get them together and get by context clues. Cause you are a smart one.
We can do some rolls about it later because I think it would be an involved process to try and get anything from these, but it's possible.
I think I'm just gonna turn to Yvette and say, "Thank you. These will be of some use to me." And then tuck them away anywhere that I don't think Yvette will find them immediately.
Oh, like not on your person, but like behind a vase or something.
Oh, these will go directly on the refrigerator.
Yeah, I probably gave it, and then he said, "Oh, this," before he's like finished the, "Oh, this could be of use." I already turned away, like smiling, like I thought I did something. So I'm probably not even looking if he throws it away.
I don't throw them away. I just they're not like top of the pile to get to.
I mean, you don't want to bring them on the adventure and like get them wet or anything.
True.
Well, looks like everyone's here, so why
Everyone
don't
is
we
here.
get started?
Everyone
Everyone could join me in the office. And Ian motions for you to enter his office.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Hope my glass of water's in there. And Gabatha like lifts herself up very slowly.
He's like standing in the doorway, like to keep the door open, and is holding your glass of water to offer it to you as you walk through.
She beams at him and pats his head. Thanks so much, sweetie.
Only because I like you so much. So the office that you enter, it's fairly simple. There's a elegant wooden desk with an elevated back, and there's just like a little inkwell and a quill and some miscellaneous papers and things. Behind the desk is a set of cubbied shelves with a bunch of rolled documents in them. For those who've been here a number of times before, probably fewer than is normal, or fewer than you things in these cubbies than you usually see. And in front of the desk are 3 like green velvet chairs. There's like a plant in the corner, and not much else in here.
I go in, I get my stepping stone so I can reach the chair. I can sit on the chair to have my feet dangling because they're small.
Well, we've been keeping an eye on Baydale, and there hadn't been anything out the ordinary there, and nothing's really come up with the left hand recently, so we're lacking other leads at present. Figured we'd get back to some usual business and take up some other contracts, so that brings us here. And he pulls one of the documents out of one of the cubbies and unrolls it out and puts it on the front of the desk and sort of slides the quill towards it, motioning for someone to come up and sign their names.
Sirius will go sign his name.
Okay, so Sirius goes up first. I'm curious, who, or like, where in the sequence do you think Elesh falls? Is he going to wait till the end, or is he just like going to go second? Or
Yeah, he's gonna wait until the end unless people really delay, and then he'll go up.
Gabatha's asleep, just FYI.
So probably before Gabatha.
I think I do it, and I do it very fast, and then I start looking at Elish because I really want to see the reaction with inside the thing. But I'm making very obvious that I'm staring at them.
so Elesh, are you like, I guess, how close attention are you paying to the signing process? Are you just sort of waiting your turn, or are you like examining these people to see what's going on?
I was imagining Elish kind of just seated in one of the chairs, just watching what people are doing and what people are signing. So he wasn't like inspecting the handiwork.
Okay. Then you wait your turn, and with Gabatha snoozing on a chair, you go up second to last to sign your name on the contract. So as you get up there, you see the 3 names before you. And as you sign, there's like a freezing burn on the back of the hand that you're signing with. A very faint sort of bluish light, like a bluish greenish light, can sort of be seen forming, almost burning a rune into the back of your hand. It doesn't hurt a lot, but it's definitely uncomfortable.
What sort of enchantment is this?
Oh, just making sure that we can enforce the terms of the contract and all that. Once you get a little bit further in, we there's some kickback benefits, a little bit of magical assistance, we'll say, in certain scenarios, but for the most part, it's just so we can tell if he's alive or dead.
Ah, well, HR didn't say anything about that, but I guess it makes sense.
And just a few moments after this, like, runes started forming on the back of your hand, and it completes, and then it fades away, and you can no longer see it. The burn stops as well.
At this point, Ivette steps in the chair and standing in the chair so he can be more at eye level to Elish, and he puts his hands up and go, "Now you sold your soul to us forever, evil laugh!" And he doesn't do evil laugh; he says evil laugh.
Alice just sort of smiles and sits back down.
There's a big eye roll from Ian. And after like a couple of like moments pass, can someone wake her up?
I gently tap Gabatha on the shoulder.
Did you make sure she's not dead?
Oh, I heard that. I'm fine, just gathering my strength for this next big adventure. And I sign.
I don't know, dude.
With the last signature on, Ian picks up the contract, rolls it up, and tosses it back into the cubby from which he grabbed it. Well, your contact's the Alderman of Thilamere. It's down pretty far down south on the east coast. Probably wanted to go through Nyan Sea to get there. No direct travel options, really. But it's up to you. How's you do it?
We don't have like a teleport thing set up for us this time?
can get you to Nyan Sea with that, but there's no celestial finance in Thelomir. It's sort of in the swamp, not a lot of visitation for the most part, so nothing of that sort's set up.
And did you say who the name of our contact is, dear, down there?
He pulls the contract back out and unrolls it. Looks like it's an Overa Tasu.
Okay. Does Gabatha know anything about this region?
You interested in the geography or the actual like settlement?
Yeah, settlement, culture.
Okay, give me a knowledge local. I think you've probably heard of it, but don't really know anything about it specifically. Like, you know that it's like built into the swamp, you know, like it's like on platforms that are like hanging off the trees basically. But like culturally or like who lives there, you don't really know anything.
So it's not like Louisiana.
No, this isn't it's not big enough really to have any sort of like renown far outside of this area. They mostly keep to themselves.
Okay, cool.
Hey, boss, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why is your like documents cub like emptier than normal?
Well, we've been dispatching folks for a lot of non-contract work. You know, keeping an eye on places, investigating things. It's left-hand business is sort of cutting into our you know, our payment supply, we'll say.
Did we got you on like a big trouble when we messed with them?
I'd say they got a mess on themselves. It was going to happen regardless.
But
Eventually.
that makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you.
So what happened?
Oh, buddy. We got into like this weird like fight with this group of people by like the luck of the draw, because we were doing our shit and they show up. That this organization then wants to like ruin the kingdom, and I think they want to go to space, but that's another conversation for another part.
They don't want to go to space.
Yeah, they want to go to space, and then and then the like the score is kind of like tied, because the first time they got two of us. They got Elantra survived. He's right there. He can. And they got Crackers, which is our friend that is a big skeleton. It's kind of creepy, but it's also very cool. And then we saved them, so 1-1, because they won one, we won one. And then the other one was we found them again on another. It's really weird because it's always like kind of random, and it like oh you guys, and then they go oh you guys, and then we fight. It's never, besides one we kind of went for it, and we went, and then we got a dude from them, and we got here, and then we cut his hand off. He lost the left hand because it's funny, and it was kind of torture. It was kind of messed up, but it was kind of cool too.
As you're giving this info dump, Ian's like pushing people out the door. I've got a massage in 30 minutes.
I'm getting pushed, and I'm still talking.
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. Come along, dearie. I'm pulling on Yvette.
And then we had like this prisoner here that we cut his hand, and then they came here and then attacked us here, and then they won that, so it was kind of like 2-on-2. So it's kind of tied on thing, and we don't really know their like end plan, but we kind of know that they kind of want to like mess with the kingdom for some reason, which I think is because they want to go to space because of the undead thing and the teleportation dude. Because the dude that we got like was like a master on teleportation magic and shit.
Aha! And he grabs Ein's hand as he's pushing him at the door. He says, "Are they competitors or worse?"
Worse.
Got it.
Yeah, we almost died like a bunch of times because of them.
So sort of above game, for it, just in case Welby's rundown wasn't
It was
fully
super
clear.
chill.
I got
How much
undead in
you talking about?
space. It's an organization that's attempting to do some stuff to like destabilize the kingdom.
Go to space.
They don't want to go to space, and
They
they've
wanna go to
run
space.
up against the. I guess they've caused some problems that have generated some contracts for the Seekers, but they've also done some more antagonistic stuff directly. Just in general, they do things that we don't like. So there's been a lot of clashing. There was a direct assault on here, Kedwell, to free the guy that had been captured, which Welby mentioned earlier. So there's been a lot of stuff going on there, sort of recurring enemies.
If we run into them again, you probably will know because they talk like villains.
And a bunch of them are
What's with the
missing
villains?
their hands.
No,
Does the
not
villain
a
talk
bunch
like
of them.
this second?
One of them is missing a hand because we cut it.
Oh.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah, the organization's called the Left Hand of the Serpent, and so when they had this guy captured, they cut off his left hand.
Got
Yep.
it.
And the serpent because it has a serpent tattoo.
True, the serpent is on the left hand, so
Yeah,
a twofer.
he was. It was cool.
Okay, so as you're sort of rushed out of the office, you have some time to we can figure out what artifacts people are taking, and you can pick up any, like, stock up on any various equipment that you need to get before you head out.
You already know I'm taking those passenger shoes.
Oh, I know you're taking the shoes.
And I'm taking the purple salvo box.
I'm trying to log in to see the list.
I'll take the vine wrap.
I thought I might mix it up and take the Murine vest.
Yeah.
Each of us can take two, right? On the list.
3, I think.
I'm one level away from being able to take this Thunderforge plate, but not yet.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope.
I seem to
It is
recall
gonna
being
be
able
dope.
to take 6 or 7.
So it's like it's not technically. I'm not like actually hard capping it per person. I'm capping it for the group as a whole.
The group, yeah.
So if someone's bringing one thing or nothing, then someone else can bring extras.
I'm joking because I am the reason for the limit, because there was one adventure I was like, I'll just take everything.
Yeah. You. At this point, like, I also don't take more shit because have like 9 strength, so I cannot carry a shit. So I just take the purple box and maybe the monocle.
Also, I mean, the limit's necessary because I am too obsessed with like little knickknacks that become magical out of like some random chance, which is tough because you can just carry a ton of those things. If it was all just like swords and shields and shit, then you have, you can only use one sword at a time, or you can only wear one piece of armor at a time. So it sort of limit itself. But
At this point,
alas,
when we're going into the artifact room, Ivette is like introducing Elesh to the artifacts.
And Elish is listening very intently to all of the descriptions.
Yeah, and the descriptions, it's the same way that I told you about the left hand, it's probably how he's telling you about the artifacts. So it's not very useful, but you can read them on the Word Evil side if you want an actual one.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll add the I'll add the Ivette flavor to it though while I'm reading it.
Yeah, please.
I feel like I don't think we've ever actually described how these are stored, but I feel like it's sort of like
They're like
actually
Funko
just
Pop.
warehouse shelves. If you've ever seen Warehouse 13, I think it's basically that, where there's just like some items might need some special steps taken to like keep them secure. But for the most part, it's just like stuff on shelves with like a little card that says what it is, and like on the back of the card it says what it does. Maybe it'll say like where you got it.
Wait, can people repeat either or? Okay. Because I'm looking. Does anyone have the lantern?
I was maybe gonna grab that.
Ooh. Okay, you can have it because it's your first tap.
Okay, but I mean seniority.
No.
Actually, I would still get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going by
Whoa.
years on.
Whoa. How old is Elish?
It's 300.
Okay,
Oh, let's
how
try
old do you
300.
Yeah, a little 300-year-old baby.
How old do you look? Because remember, I don't think Elantra's old. I don't think anyone's old. Krakus is the only person I think is old.
Yeah, he doesn't look very old. He's like 3/4 age or less for his race.
Yeah, so I really don't think you're old.
Yeah, you're a baby.
Like, Gabatha will not see you as an old person because, again, Krakus is the only person that she thinks of as being older than her, and Krakus is a literal skeleton. But you can have the lantern. That's fine.
Cool, thanks.
So far I have the shoes and the vest for Elantra, the salva box and the monocle for Ivette, the vine wrap for Sirius, the lantern for Elesh, and nothing for Gabatha.
Ooh, this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm also debating the Thundering Hourglass.
Gabatha would like the Stone Singer. Does someone have that?
I shook my head no, then remember that we're in an audio call.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's
I
an
heard
audio
you're
medium.
shaking from afar. Okay. Can Gabs take that?
Yeah.
Because I am a great bard. Reading the description. All right. Yeah, I'm taking Stone Singer. I am returning the amulet, which I had last time.
Dolph, how long is like on actual time and on real life time from the last job we did, the murder party?
Like 2 weeks or so.
So it didn't have had time for them to come visit, right?
Correct.
Okay, just asking.
So, I believe this is going to be the debut of the mallet. So that's fun.
What is a tippet? Oh, it's a scarf. Okay, I learned so many words when I play.
Yeah, I
can
learned that word when I made that item as well.
Can I take the spooky scarf? Can I take the umbrella?
Yes,
tippet?
that's the new in-canon name for it, of course, is the spooky scarf.
Ooh, look at this spooky scarf. It looks so good. And I throw it on right now.
It's like grandma with an apron and
Yes.
a spooky scarf.
Yes. Yes, if you type the word tippet into the internet, it is like everyone who comes back is a scary lady. Like, so I feel like it fits perfectly.
Wait, what's the scarf's name?
The umbral tippet.
What does umbral mean? Because I
Like dark
Shadowy.
of shadow.
wait, I thought umbral meant belly button. What am I thinking? Umbilical. Umbilical.
Umbreon.
When I Google tippet, I'm just getting like priests.
Yeah.
Same,
Spooky
yeah.
scarf. Let's call it.
Yeah, it's spooky scarf.
Yeah, or
You
creepy
should
cape.
change that, Dolph.
When I Google spooky scarf, I do get some spooky scarves though.
Yeah, that's all.
Do you get anything that is like? I guess this would basically be like the blackest black if you're familiar with the like uber dark paint.
Charcoal.
It would have that sort of effect where you see like zero light when you look at it.
Oh wait, okay. So maybe I'm not wearing it right now then, because that would look really weird. But I have it like I shoved the scarf under my dress, right? So if I need to, I can like pull it out through my neck. So it's like on me, just under.
Did we got that on the last adventure? I don't remember it existing.
What, the tippet?
Yeah.
No, this is from Bone Drinkers.
Oh, it was the one that I was not in because Dolph kicked me off. Okay.
Wasn't that the needle one?
Yes.
I do not. I played that and I do not remember getting the spooky scarf. But those are my two.
I don't remember the. Yeah, I don't remember the spooky
Are you
scarf.
complaining about the stupid stuff?
I'm more just saying how ignorant I was that you all were like, yeah, we battled a crazy monster and won this item, and I was probably taking a nap.
Spooky scarf, where are yarv?
What's the verdict on the hourglass for Elantra?
I'm all about it.
Okay, cool. Excellent choice. Also, a new item.
Yeah, it feels very in my wheelhouse as well.
Actually, a new item. This came from the last adventure.
Yeah,
it
the last
also
adventure.
came from Adventure 2.
Oh yeah, true. We didn't got there.
Yeah, y'all just left it there though.
Yeah. That's an oldie.
Mm-hmm.
The dog wants attention. I'm gonna play with the dog on my lap. That is doesn't realize that he's too big to be on my lap, but he is.
Dog tax. Those are the only things I'm taking if anyone wants to take anything else.
I
No,
can
I'm good.
literally physically not get anything else. Also, just think the monocle kind of completes the look.
What
It's
is
not even like a
my-
useful thing. It's just a very old Alexa. It
My-
stopped being useful a couple of adventures ago.
I have one question, Dolph. Does the drum, like the skin of the drum, does it like come off easily?
Oh, you don't have the drum.
I asked for the stone singer. Isn't that the drum?
You have the left mallet of the Stone Singer. The drum and the right mallet are lost.
Oh,
They were-
bummer. I
They
didn't
were
want the
separated
mallet.
ages ago. So the mallet acts like mechanically. It's like a mace.
Yeah.
And it does some stuff on its own. Maybe it does more stuff when you have the other two parts, but for now, you only have the one.
Wait, what if we
I'm putting the-
make?
Mhm.
What if we make like the top of a whisk, and we put it on it, and then you have like a left mallet Stone Singer whisk?
Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if I want to harm that because I was planning on using the drum because sometimes I like to make songs, but also honestly, I was going to store the rest of the cake in it. So
Oh my
Like a-
god.
Tupperware, drum Tupperware. I'll keep the
How
stone
would you
singer.
do that? The is it like the bottom of the drum is like open, right? It's not
Don't
the
You've
have
never
bottom.
seen the drum.
Like drums are usually open.
Nah,
Uh,
they have
Sometimes.
usually the most common design for drums in the like sort of Western European
No, I brought up
tradition
with the music
What?
nerds.
is to have a beating head and then a resonator head. And then, like snare drums and stuff kind of throw this at the window because they have a snare on the bottom too. But are we still letting me talk? I thought we were going to move on very quickly from this.
No, but like, so you were fine with me using the drum to transport cake, right?
Well, you don't have a drum. That's the
Okay,
thing.
You
well,
don't have it,
fine.
yeah.
Then I'll take the mallet
have
and
it.
use it to serve
You
cake.
probably
we had
can
a
find
drum-
a Tupperware easier than you can find a drum.
Well,
Classic,
'cause
famously invented yet.
the Stone Singer drum isn't just a drum. It's like a legendary drum made of stone that was mounted on a castle.
Yeah, and we wanted to
Perfect
put
for
cake
storing
on it.
cake.
What about it?
And it would be great for keeping desserts.
Well,
Dolph, where's
it
the-
doesn't
where's the
have
list
like
of
a
secret
hide
traits?
covering either. It is made of stone.
People
Well,
in castles
We
famously
should
hate
use
dessert.
we should use our off time if we survive this to find the fucking drum now.
that's a good idea. Okay, fine. But I just want you to know at some point if we see a merchant, I'm going to buy a drum along the way to use it as a cake.
Why not just
Why-
buy a box?
Why
No,
not get like a waxed bag?
Because I want to also use it to make songs. I sing a lot. I do a lot
I
of
really like the idea of holding the cake on it and then you start smashing the shit out of the drum and the cake just goes everywhere.
That would make me so sad. Yeah, we're good.
I just think the life mallet's cool as fuck and you should take it because you're literally the only one that can use it.
Fine, I'll take it.
Because you already used kind of a whisk that it works like a mace. So we can cut the top of your whisk and glue into the left mallet stone singer.
So anyway, we leave.
Yeah, let's not talk about
We're
vandalizing
making-
my baking tools further.
No, I'm not the one to. I want to get you a new one that is cooler and does magic.
Before we leave, Elish, I still don't have like armor or a weapon for you. Do we want to get that sorted before you potentially get in
sorry.
a fight with a guy?
I had picked a. Hold on, let me grab it really quick.
There's some cool weapons on
I'm
the.
assuming
the
you're going for a
artifacts
ranged
one.
weapon based on the feats that you selected.
What?
Yeah, I had a couple bows. A longbow and a short bow.
I have a buddy.
We could hang out together.
Yeah, on the back lines.
So you bought a
cowering
longbow
in
and a short
fear.
bow?
You can do target
Yeah.
practice together.
Normal longbow? Composite longbow?
Composite, I had +3 on it because that was the bonus I could put on it, and the same thing with the short bow.
And then do you have any armor?
Yes. I think I had grabbed. Oh, I didn't know if this was okay. Can I get leaf armor because it was in the list, or is that too exotic?
Oh, like a special materials armor?
Yeah, it was listed with light armors, but it's like made by elves or something. Let me.
Oh, yeah. If it's just listed under the normal armors list, then yeah, it's good.
Okay, yeah.
I also allow most special materials as well.
I figured he wouldn't just give me mithril, so.
I mean, you can buy mithril.
Yeah,
if you
if
would
you
like
had
it.
the money.
How much does
Yeah, I
mithril
guess
go
I
for?
didn't tell you that part. I neglected to mention. But special materials are okay. They're just expensive.
Yeah, are you rich, Elish?
It sounds like you're not asking in character anymore.
No, I'm just. Well, no, I mean, Gabatha does like wealthy individuals as well.
Hey, Delph, where are the secret specializations?
They, I believe, are on the bottom of the Seekers page.
Okay.
So if you want to mithrilize a light armor, it's an extra 1,000 gold off the base price. And it decreases the increases the maximum dex bonus and decreases the armor check penalty.
I'm
Also
looking for the
remember-
armor block. Sorry. Go
No, just remember to
So-
get like health potions if you need, guys.
So if you wanted to go for like a mithril chain shirt, for instance, which would be a light armor, it would cost you 1,100 gold.
Good God.
But it would be +4 armor, +6 max dex, no armor check penalty, and you're a divine spellcaster, right? So you don't care about arcane spell failure chance.
I actually don't remember what my secret specialization does besides sending message once.
You get bonuses to like
Oh, we have
gathering
to talk
information
about
in
the shit.
settlements.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Good.
I think I'll stick with the leaf armor for now.
Okay.
I can chat you the details. I had put this on my sheet. I don't think it got saved somehow. So
As a chronicler, can Sirius also bring a book about swamps?
Oh,
Correct.
there's a list of books.
Oh, there's a list of books.
Let's
Okay.
bring up the list of books.
He takes Shrek.
So the list of books is on the Seeker's Athenaeum page.
The what now?
Seeker's Athenaeum?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the dude can not write library.
No, library is boring. I have to use fantasy words.
where would one find the link to the
Where would
Athenaeum?
find this?
Just search
I
Seekers in the
linked
search
it.
bar and click the one that starts
It's
with
on the
an A.
Roll20 thing. We don't have that time.
Thank you. 'Cause I need to pick a book.
Gabatha is taking this time to make some quick poisoned eggs.
I'll
Okay.
pick a book as we go. To not hold it back.
A head con book.
If there's a type of book that isn't here, or like none of these matches what you were thinking, and it seems like something they might have, we can just say you have it and I'll name it later.
Okay.
I also wanted like a simple dagger or something. I don't know if you have a block you'd like to use for
Sure.
that.
You can steal a kitchen knife.
Does Gabatha have any recommendations?
Good old
Do I have what?
dagger.
I'm gonna take Wilderness Tracking, a Seeker's Guide.
Nice.
Howls in the night, distinguish the calls of nocturnal. I like the name of the one.
I
Howls
had
in the
a lot of
night.
fun naming books just one random day like 2 years ago.
Dreamscapes and you. It's been a long time since I opened this page. Fundamentals of ooze. Dire lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
Things that burn, how to burn them.
The book is just like page 1, things that burn, most things. Page 2, how to burn with fire. Are we teleporting to like the closest we can? Or are we taking like Jacob and Edward?
Those being horses? Just for
yes,
those.
those.
Yeah.
Wait, if those are like OG horses,
Yeah, from
you
campaign
don't.
one.
They're not here anymore.
They died.
No, they got stolen.
And then they died.
They fucking stole Eddie and
Yeah.
Jakey.
I have a horse, right?
Uh,
Buff, you really should have told me that earlier. We have
I
like
did.
a whole. Not that it was Eddie and Jakey.
I mean, I said that they were stolen.
You said that specifically Edward and Jacob was stolen?
All of the Seeker's horses were stolen.
I
My
got a horse
day's
last time.
ruined it. My day is ruined it. We have like 3 horses?
They've since bought more, but because it's been like a couple months since that happened.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to name them again. We're gonna have to do like a whole like funeral for Jacob and Edward.
Sometimes I can still hear their whinny.
Truly.
It
I
is
cannot handle
difficult.
another. I cannot handle another loss, guys. Bella died, the cow, and then now Edward and Jacob went away. It's too much.
I'm like, Yvette, have you ever had one of my tasty hand pies? My meat surprise?
Are they made of horses?
Just checking.
Could be hummingbird.
Could be hummingbird. Yeah.
Could be pine cones.
Look, I'm a mountain forager. I eat what I find.
Yeah, it's fair.
So yeah, I mean, y'all can go about this trip however you would like. Definitely the fastest option is going to be teleporting to Nyansi and then figuring something out from there. It is like due south along the coastline from there to Thilamir. And as per usual, Celestial Finance Transport costs 100 gold pieces plus 25 GP per person, so it'd be about 225 for this crew to...
Nope.
We can
Take a
just
trip.
put it on the company tab. It's
No, you can't.
fine.
Nope.
Can.
Can I haggle a senior discount?
See, we have a senior discount and we have the company tab. It's
Celestial Finance does not operate with discounts. It's
Wow.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind
That
of is.
fucked up. Yeah,
Definitely is.
Gabatha
should-
refuses.
we should take that. We should
They're
take that to court.
religious,
We should take that to court.
religiously capitalistic.
We're gonna take that to court.
That's worse
We
than the
d-
regular kind.
We don't need. Yeah, they're religious and capitalist. We should
Well,
stop
yeah,
fighting
they're-
the left hand and fight
Their
them.
efforts
point.
to acquire gold is worship for them, so they don't do discounts.
Fucked up. We're taking this to court. Okay, but I think we have a winning case here.
I think you might be a little disappointed.
So if we don't do the transport, we just have to take like a boat on the ocean.
Well, you
But-
have to get to the coastline first. That's going to be the first hurdle. Nyansi happens to be on the water. It's a port city.
Oh
Okay.
my
Oh.
god! Can we find Oleana and get a ride?
How urgent
No,
was the
because
request?
she is
Pretty-
typically
relatively urgent.
way far north.
So we should take the fastest option probably if it's really urgent.
Well, are they going to pay for that?
Probably
I
not.
will.
They'll pay
Serious
us at the
company
end.
We can put it on the company card. How much is it?
225.
225 split by.
5.
Does the voucher pay for it?
Or
Ooh, would they charge you for an animal companion? I think yes.
Oh god!
I think
damn
it's
it.
250.
Just fucking.
Oh.
no way,
Just-
no way. Yeah, we're
Just
taking this
fucking
slow
tell the
way.
voucher to
We're
find
gonna-
us there.
It's a
Come
We're
on!
taking these new
We're
horses.
out of here.
50 gold?
That's a lot of money.
What could it cost,
250
Michael?
split.
100
To-
gold?
It's like not even a second level spell scroll.
Oh yeah, you're
Then
broke.
sell,
as fuck,
sell one of your scrolls.
Sell the burned
Sell
ones.
scrolls.
How much do you guys can put on the pot? Let's like do like a chip in situation. How much can you put on the pot? Not just like not even like an equal part stain. Just like how much you can put on the pot, like spare into the travel funds.
50 gold.
Okay, Gabatha looks at Elish and says, okay. What does the new person think? Do you want to get there fast or you want to get there cheap?
I'm only 20% of this party, up to 20. A fifth of this party. I don't think I should make that decision.
All right, then we go the cheap way.
We can bring. I have a little bit of money. I just don't want to pay for it on my own. So if we could like bring it on, we can cover Gabatha because she broke.
Now, will they?
Gabatha is not broke. She's just cheap.
I know they won't give senior discounts, but what about discounts because we're a large party,
Group discount.
like a group discount?
Yeah, I think that's a great
What can
idea.
we do?
Oh, we're doing a
Like, what
public
can we
service.
work
Do
out?
they give
Discounts.
discounts if you're insane?
Can we just walk in and just walk into the portal and just run at it, just book it?
No, because the
Can we
portals
sneak
aren't just like running all the time. If you recall to the last time that you've used this
Yeah.
form of travel, they perform a like small religious ritual in order to set the destination and open the portal.
Why don't we do a vote since there's 5 of us? So all in favor of paying, raise your hand.
I raise my hand.
I also raise my hand.
Raise my hand.
Elish raises his hand.
We win. We're gonna cover for you, Gabatha. It's fine. You just stand there and look pretty.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. All right, let's pony it out. It's fine. Just
Okay,
let's
we
go
have
to the next month.
50. We have 50 from Sirius, and how much you putting it in other people?
It's 250 total, right?
Yeah, we're going there.
Elish puts in 50 coins.
Yeah, 100.
Does that just mean I give 50 and Yvette covering 100 has covered Gabatha completely?
I don't know. You go for it.
That's what
No,
the math says.
Yeah, it does feel like the map says that, but I don't know.
Gabatha is fine. She has been outvoted. She respects the process. She has plenty of money. So she puts in her 50 and says, okay, well, we'll be
I
off.
would cover Gabatha, by the way. I'm just asking.
Let's go.
If Yvette had not offered to cover all of Gabatha, I would have split it 50-50, but you said your number and spells are expensive, so.
Less pineapple.
So it's 50 from everyone and 100 from me. Right?
I think Gabatha is saying that Gabatha will pay her own way.
Yeah, if she pays her own way, then it's just 50 for everyone. That's it.
Honestly, I
What
feel like
about the
that eats
fucking
that
bird?
much in baked goods for me, but
I
I've
don't
marked
mind
down
you
my
paying
gold
for
pieces.
Gabatha's shit. It's fine. It's for the cake that I stole.
let's go. Let's go before I learn more about the stolen cake.
Okay, so
So 50 everyone and 100 for me, right? I just taking it off my sheet so I don't forget.
that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Correct. But no, so there's no group discount. We can't work anything out.
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Alright.
Legends
The
obligation.
only way you're getting any sort of discount is if Celestial Finance are the ones that want to do this in the first place. You know, it's
yeah,
got to
'cause
be
we
in the
did.
best interest of the company for them to not charge themselves.
Yeah, on the one of
Okay.
the troll, we didn't pay for it
But
because they were like,
for that one, I mean, you didn't get like a discount from Celestial Finance. I think the Seekers footed the bill. And like
So there
pushed
is
it.
the company tab.
I think they essentially made it part of the contract because this is like a retroactive contract. That one, anyways, whatever. It was. It doesn't matter.
It's the past is the past.
So you walk into Arrow's Edge. It is still raining. So you're probably gonna get wet, but it's a pretty short walk from Kedwell down the hill into the nearby city.
Elantra, I have a question for you right now.
Go ahead.
What is the festival of fried food this time?
It's not fried.
Oh,
It is boiled, brined, and fermented root vegetables.
okay.
And it's festival's a strong word. It's like 3 people are doing it, but they've got like a few people in line.
Yeah, I mean it's the middle of the week, like early afternoon, and it's raining. Is
it like the
peak
first
festival
day
time.
of the festival time? And
The
then
pickled and carrots and radishes guys have not gotten like a big turnout in years past.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then again, neither did President Obama. That's canon, though.
Anyway, you go into the Celestial Finance branch, which is this one's a pretty modest one, but of course you would all know well-known religious sect that performs their worship by offering banking services and squeezing money out of everyone. One of the lesser utilized services by normal people is the teleportation that they internally use to like move money around mostly. But they made the portals big enough for people, so people can do it.
So next time we disguise ourselves as blocks of money.
Just money that walks in the front door and asks to go to a specific city.
Yeah, like he like walks in, then when someone looks, like the legs go away and it drops to the ground.
Wait, next time we should put like Ivette on top of Gabatha on a big trench coat, and then we pay for just one.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
So you're greeted by a halfling woman with like full customer service face and voice on, like big fake smile. Good day, seekers. I'm guessing. Can I help you with something, or just here to purchase an offering from the Lord?
We would like teleportation, please.
The offer can,
Of course, right this way.
if the gods wants to give me something, they gonna have to do it for free.
Right. Well, where is it that you'll be liking to go today?
What was the name of the nearest city again?
I don't remember.
Nyan Sea.
Nyan Sea, please.
Lovely. Well, if you'll just wait here a moment, I will check in the back and see if we have a circle ready for you, or if you'll have to wait a moment. Just 2 seconds, please. He disappears into a back area for like 2 breaths, and then pops back,
Why
holding
it's
the
an
door open
offering
this
if I need
time.
to pay for it?
Hmm?
Why isn't it an offering if I have to pay for it?
Because their god is the god of money.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
I'm
what to
asking
tell you,
her.
man. Now, for this group, that's going to be 250
It
gold
ignores me.
pieces. So if you'll just, if we can get that payment sorted, then we'll get that circle whipped up and ready for you.
Do you mind if we put it on my card so I get the miles?
I am going to need that in gold pieces, unfortunately.
I put on my 100. I don't like it, but I'll put my 100.
So,
It's not-
yeah, everyone...
It's not even that I don't like using my money, it's I don't like them.
Everyone offers up their money. I guess it's coming in a bunch of separate little baggies, and so you'll see she gathers them all up in one hand.
Two.
Yeah,
And-
1, 2.
No, even better. She does a magic about it. She holds all the baggies in one hand and
That's impressive.
makes a couple motions with her other hand, and there's like little ethereal, like old school, like scales that a merchant would use to like weigh things. It just like appears and then does a little balance thing, and she goes, "That's great. So if you'll just head in this way," and she leads you into the back area where there's someone currently like initiating your portal. They've been scrawling some runes on the wall. They drop a couple of coins into a little dish that like melts them down as they initiate this ritual, and an opening appears on the wall ahead of you.
You should call that spell a calculator.
I just made up that spell right now. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely going to be adding it sometime this week. I am in love with it. It's now my new favorite cantrip. All it does is count money.
It's a very nice one. It's a calculator, but it's like KAL, the little like apostrophe thing later.
So the the wall like sort of dissolves into this gray fog as it usually does. For those of you who've done this before, as you step through one by one, there's a loud low hum. The air gets cool, and it's truly only like one step. As your foot enters the portal, the room behind you sort of disappears off into the distance. You're surrounded by this gray, and then as your foot lands on the other side of the portal, this other location sort of zooms into view and like slams into the camera, basically.
Does the bird freak out?
Yeah, the bird sort of shakes its wings a lot, and Elesh is trying to calm it down.
Yeah, it's definitely like an unnatural experience. So
Yeah, the bird's probably like, what the fuck?
Oh, poor birdie.
Saeed takes to the sky in circles.
New guy. I forgot to ask. We know your name, but what's the name of the bird?
Her name is Saeed.
Okay, that's all I need to know. And I go, okay.
Oh. Gabatha says, "That's nice. I've never had vulture before, but that's nice."
oh my god.
You might get really sick from it.
I won't eat your bird. Don't worry. I don't eat people's pets unless they don't know about it.
Oh my god. Well, all right. On the other side of the gate, you're helped out by water genasi with like cool brown skin and very prominent veins that are like an icy blue. And they just sort of direct you out of the teleportation room and into the branch proper, which here is it's sitting like very near to the docks. It's got like openable walls, like they like fold up and can collapse down, which I guess is common in restaurants that are like on boardwalks and stuff. So a bunch of it's not raining here, so a bunch of the walls are open and there's a sea breeze flowing through. Welcome on this hot day. Welcome to Nyansi.
Are there people around?
All over the place.
Are they like just running around doing business? What's their vibe like?
Yeah, I'd say it's mostly people running around looking like they're in the middle of something. So especially here in the Celestial Finance branch, it's lots of like there's a probably a big long line at the front desk of people who are impatiently waiting. And then further outside, because this is like right on the docks, there'd be a bunch of ships, people like loading things on and off, a bunch of folks like bustling about.
We should get some rides, like a horse, like a carriage, right? Oh no, it's on the water. We need to get some, like a ship or shit.
I think there's probably a map of the like local area, some maybe even in this branch, with like trade routes on it specifically. So if you take a look at that, you'll see that Thilomir, the town that you're looking for, is like straight down the coastline, but so you could go by boat if you could find a boat that is headed south. Otherwise, there's like it's by no means a major road, but there is like a path that goes south. But there's not much space on this part of the coastline because the mountains kind of run right up to the edge.
The mountains over there next to the sea.
How can that be?
How can it be?
Under
Wow.
the sea.
So
The
you
mountains reach from the sky right down,
Down
to the sea.
Wow.
How can that be?
I'm washing my
He's
hands.
a girly.
How can that be?
That's such a specific joke.
yeah, we're gonna get a cease and desist from Dropout.
No, they'll see that and they'll be like, "All right, these guys know how to run a D&D show."
So this being a pretty busy city, you can certainly rent horses here, or you could probably get a carriage for rent. The ships are largely commercial though, so they're going to have like specific routes that they're running and deadlines that they need to make and stuff. So you might not be able to get them to just like detour for you.
Ivette is looking for Oleana's ship, even if it's not possible. He sees ship, he goes, he either looking for Oleana's ship or his old captain's ship.
Yeah, both of those would be a long shot in this particular port, but yeah, which Ivette knows.
Yeah.
I'm
It's just what if?
gonna do a roll about it.
Wait, do I roll about it or are you rolling about it?
I'm rolling about it.
Okay.
So you look up and down the docks and see you see a vessel which looks familiar. You think for a moment that it might be the Broad Curlew. It's got that same sort of shape. So you rush down the dock a little bit to get a better view of it and notice that it is not painted in the same way. It doesn't have the bird fucking beak paint that the Broad Curlew does at the front. And it's in a little worse shape. It becomes clear pretty soon that it is in fact not your friend's ship.
Fuck. Ivette is visibly disappointed.
It's okay, Yvette. We'll find a nice ship to take us. I don't know. Maybe we should approach some of these and see if anyone will carry us. Is there anyone who's like looking at us?
I think not. I think what you're seeing is, all of these are like trade ships, so they're loading up crates and stuff. They're not passenger vessels, so there's not going to be anyone like standing out, sort of like offering up rides or courting passengers.
Gabatha reaches out and touches like the like she taps the shoulder of like whoever is walking by her and says, "Excuse me, do you know where we could find a ship for transportation?"
Says her on a fucking pier.
You said you just tapped on like the first person that walked by, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't look at who so I don't know what they look like.
They sort of spin around as they were rushing past you. For a ride? No. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anywhere we might go, like I mean, we're just needing to move on out of here, but I'm feeling really lost and overwhelmed right now.
There's the stables just over there. He points off to a big, like, red painted building that's just like down the road.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
On that building is so it's like a big red painted wooden house that like stretches off pretty far, with like unglazed windows running along the long sides. There's a little like street stall that looks like it was sort of an afterthought on the like one of the front corners, and there's a sign above that with like probably you see one or two along the street as well now that you're sort of looking for it. It says Shensa's Seaside Stablings.
Hey guys, let's get seahorses.
Seahorses.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good. Let's go.
We're gonna go get seahorses. And if they don't have big seahorses, I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Gabatha's gonna like gesture like, why don't you all go ahead? I'm just gonna look around I'm gonna mingle and see if there's anything interesting to buy before we go.
Oh my god, it's Gabatha's bullshit time.
Nope,
It always happens.
Nope. Go ahead. Find some horses for us.
Oh, she doesn't want to pay for the horses. That's why.
No, I was actually gonna buy some supplies and
I got her.
and eavesdrop.
That's a buff table. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I said earlier that Yvette paid, but I actually at some point I'm gonna slide the money back into Yvette's pocket. But I want to like see if I can like hear anything, like just like interesting rumors. So I'm gonna kind of casually mill about.
I gotta go get the horses.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, me and Elesh are going to get horses.
Okay. At the stable house, there's a human woman, presumably Shensa, sitting at the front desk in this little like stall structure that sits at the front of the building.
Hello, good afternoon. We would like your best seahorses. If they're too expensive, we're gonna settle for like a mid seahorse. It doesn't need to be the best one.
What he means are horses, not seahorses.
I figured as much. We don't do seahorses. It's land horses here, unfortunately, young sir.
God damn it. This day just keeps disappointing me.
You don't have any in the back?
Oh, seriously, is there too?
I'm sorry, no. It's they don't make great mounts, which is sort of the thing that we do here, is offering up rented transportation. So
I see. Understandable.
I see. Ah! Like the ocean. Got it?
Yeah. So, what are your rates for horses?
Well, we have a 25 gold piece deposit, and then it's 1 gold piece per day. There may be, upon return, there may be extra fees or reimbursement of the deposit depending on condition of the horse. It's mostly just to cover cases where someone doesn't come back, for instance.
That makes a lot of sense. We're trying to get to Thelomere. How long of a ride is that?
Thelomere. Is that place that sits in the swamp?
Yep. Florida.
That
Orlando.
Well, it's a bit of a lonely trip, I'm afraid. Not much between here and there.
It's
Let me
fine. We
see.
have each other.
She pulls out a little map that's got distance rulers on it. I reckon you could make that. Well, if you were to leave now, you'd have to stop overnight, but you could make it tomorrow afternoon.
And you don't happen to have anyone there that we could return the horses to at that location, or we have to come back here?
No, I'm sorry. You'd have to return them up here. Although I suppose we could send a runner down to retrieve them. That would, that would cost extra. Probably would just round that up to the full deposit amount.
So 25 gold per horse.
Yeah.
You're
that is assuming we'd be able to retrieve them sometime in the next couple of days. If you want to keep them down there for a month or more, then we'd probably raise that price.
I don't think our business will take a month.
Well, then I think we could probably work something out with that. If you, if you can find someone down there that's willing to hold on to the horses until our man can get there, that'd be something that I think we could do.
What do you think, everyone?
We're gonna have to come back here after we finish the job to go back home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just take the horses and then take them back.
Take
We
them
just-
back.
Yeah. They probably have a stable there that we can put horses. If they don't, we just throw them into the swamp and watch them sink.
What the fuck?
Definitely not that.
If they were seahorses, they'd be buoyant enough that they wouldn't sink.
That is true.
Checkmate.
The seahorses live in swamps too.
That's canon, by the way.
Famously,
That seahorses
there's-
live in swamps?
Yeah,
Canon?
yeah.
Okay.
There's swamp seahorses.
Aren't they swamp horses then?
Does
It depends on the
Elish,
kind of swamp.
Does Elish have any knowledge of seahorses living in swamps?
Give me a knowledge nature.
Can he please?
The swamp seahorses. They're like they're like the they're like seahorses, but they look more like those like goo fishes from deep ocean.
It's a 15 plus 4 to identify creatures. I don't know if that applies here.
It does not, but with a 15, yeah, sure. You've heard of swamp seahorses before. You've probably even seen one.
Elish nods in agreement. Very
Oh
solemnly.
my.
As I recall, they require an estuary swamp that has a combination of salt and fresh water.
We can go. Ivette is whispering this. We can go with the horses, and then we can get sea swamp horses, and just never come back here to pay the rest of the money.
Please tell me you said that so he could hear you.
Yeah, I'm whispering. If they're listening, it's the thing is like I'm 3 feet tall and everyone is taller than me, so I'm whispering. No one is listening.
What did
to
you
me
say to my left pocket?
I said that we can get the horses,
So yeah,
then
we'll
we-
take 5 horses, please.
and then we could like just never return it and not pay the rest.
I
We do the
cover
deposit
his
and
mouth.
not pay the rest.
That's not how.
Will it
But
just be the
please
horses,
ignore
darling,
our
or are you gonna
nephew.
need
It'll-
any sort of like cart or anything like that?
Yeah, can we just get 2 horses and a cart?
What are the rates on the cart?
Oh, we're freestyling now. If
You brought this to yourself.
I know, if you're just looking for a small like single horse pull behind cart for some like luggage or supplies, then that'll just be 2 extra gold pieces. If however you need a full carriage for passengers, then that's going to be a little bit more. I'll have to check our rates as they vary based on which carriages we have in at the time.
Whenever I go, I always want the inexpensive one. They only have the convertible.
What if you put people on the baggage one?
Well, you can certainly try that, but they're quite small, so it may not be very comfortable or effective, and I will have to warn you that if it is damaged, then there will be extra fees incurred upon return.
Let's just take some horses
Return,
and
all
get
right,
outta
guys.
here.
Return.
Yeah, I think we'll just go with the 5 horses.
Yeah, let's just take 5 horses and
No, we don't need
and
5. We need 4. I'm small. I can share a horse with someone.
You could ride with Gabatha, yeah.
Yeah. We're smaller statures, right?
I don't think my horse will be able to take on more weight because I tend to carry a bunch of stuff.
All right, that's going to be 4 horses then. Is that where we're deciding?
We do 4.5.
Flashback to before you all went, Gabatha said, by the way, see, Ivette, if you and I can share a horse. I'm totally fine with this. And then Gabatha gave money to Sirius for the horse.
I hand over the money for 2 of the horses.
Let's while that is getting handled, camera flies over down the docks to where Gabatha went. What's Gabatha up to?
Okay, I want to look around. Who are the people who seem like they're like the busiest busybodies? Like, they look like they're gossiping. They're shooting the shit.
So there's a maybe like 2 streets down. There's like a big row of shops, basically. I think right on that corner, there's probably a pair of people that are chatting it up and don't look like they're on the job.
Perfect. I want to hear what they're talking about.
So are you trying to remain stealthy? Or do you not care if they see that you're listening in on them?
I think I'm like perusing the wares near them. Like, I don't need to be like snuck around the corner, like they can't see me, but I'm not butting in yet.
Okay. I think it is 2 men, probably a half orc and let's say a halfling, just to get that nice height contrast.
Yeah, of course. Gotta get the height.
Layering.
And I'm right in between too, so like height-wise, perfect hearing range.
The half orc listening intently as the halfling goes on. You jump in like mid sentence as it seems like he's talking about something that a friend ran into on the road. It was like one of them was like made of smoke or something. It was I didn't really believe this part of the story, but they said that it was they were pretending to be a fortune teller. Not very convincing though. And when my buddy called him out on it, it was all knives and swords all of a sudden. Anyway, that's how Frankie lost his ear.
Okay, Gabatha's gonna jump in. What's the name of the town that we're going to again? Sorry.
Thilamere.
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. I know you are so busy today. I don't want to interrupt your work. I'm just wondering, could you help a little old lady out?
Sure. What do you need?
Oh, thank you so much. Well, see, I got invited to my cousin's centennial birthday party down in Thalamere. What's it called?
Thilamere?
But I said Thalamere. Like,
Okay.
Gabatha's like, Thalamere? Thalamere. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, I've actually got a cousin that used to live there. Moved maybe like 2 years ago.
Okay, what's your
Said it was
cousin's
real
name?
nice though.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's not there anymore. Well, see, I'm thinking about going, but I don't know. I've kind of heard some things funny. Have you heard anything? Maybe from your cousin who keeps in touch with people? Happens to have really good, well-informed contacts?
Well, I mean, she lives here now. Maybe you could like go visit her, see if she knows. But I haven't really talked to her about her friends from back there in a while.
No, that's a good idea. No, thank you. I bet your cousin knows my cousin. Why don't you give me your cousin's address right now and I'll walk on over. I'll say that you sent me, Mr.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Bob Smith.
Damn. It's not Bob.
James.
Marach.
Grurg. You could tell her Grurg sent you. She's actually just at the end of this street, and then you're gonna take a right, and then go down 2 blocks, and then take a left, and then another left, and then it's the third house on the right.
Garb, I don't want to. I know you're so busy, but I get awfully disoriented. How about you and I go there right now together? I think that's a good idea.
She's triggering a side quest so hard now.
He'll turn to his friend and shrug, and they'll both walk you down there. They got nothing going on.
Thanks. Is this? Do I have enough time to do this while they're still negotiating?
Yeah,
yeah.
camera goes back to the stable, and Ivette is like, "Do they have names?"
We cut back to the stables, and you're at this point they've like led you in, and they were getting ready to just grab like the first 4 available horses. There'll be little name cards on each stable, but they're not like permanent things. They is like a little, like, I guess like a card holder that they can like swap the name cards in and out. So you tell me what their names are.
Am I naming them?
Yeah.
But like, cause they don't have names, and I've
No.
them now.
Welby's naming them.
Oh well.
In universe, they have names.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The first one is called the Son of the Wind. Full name. The Son of the Wind. That's the name of
That one really pushes the boundaries of the name card, but
yeah. It's like when you do like the birthday sign, and then you don't do the calculations right, and then the birthday is like all smushed together.
Yeah, the last
of
couple
the
of
wind.
letters of it are like really small.
It's like
Can I get one of
curling
these
up
names
the
then?
edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you go. And then the second one is called
Congressman Theodrin.
yes, that. And then the third one is called Lieutenant McFancy Pants.
And then the fourth is called, of course, Larry.
Yes.
So to recap, we have the Son of the Wind,
Son of the Wind. Yes.
Congressman Theodrin,
Yes.
Lieutenant Fancy Pants, and Larry.
McFancy Pants.
Lieutenant McFancy Pants, and Larry.
McFancy Pants.
Now,
Larry.
clarification: is that Mick Fancy Pants MC or is it Mac MAC?
No, MC.
Okay.
Yeah, McFancy Pants.
You know, a lot of the horses that we get are retired race horses, so some of the names are a bit out there.
I think they're perfect, and whatever name then it's genius.
Elesh is looking at the horses just to inspect them. Does he notice anything off, or are they just fine horses?
Give me a handle animal for that.
Dibs on Lieutenant McFancy Pants.
19.
Okay, as they are leading the horses like out of their little pens, you get a chance to examine each of them. And I think you notice that Larry is a little on the young side, so definitely the youngest of these 4. And the Son of the Wind looking a little ragged. Maybe this might be like the penultimate trip for this guy. Definitely on the old side for a horse.
Son of the Wind looks like he might be a grandfather. Do you have a different horse we could take?
Oh, I'm so sorry. If you don't think he's up to the needs of the trip that you're going on, we can absolutely find you another. She'll like snap her fingers and get someone to put him back in the pen, and then walk down the line and find another one.
This one is
yeah.
called Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
It's stinky.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
It's stinky.
Hoovesevelt?
Hoovesevelt. Okay, that makes more sense.
Stinky.
So this one, Franklin Delano, in quotes, stinky, Hoovesevelt.
Yeah.
Gets led out to you. Has a little bit of a pungent smell, but otherwise seems like a good horse.
Right. And how many trips has Larry been on?
Larry, I think this might be only the second or third for Larry. It is a newer horse for us. Did you have concerns about him?
Only we wouldn't want him startling on the road if he's not too well trained.
Oh, I assure you, we have a very high bar that all of our horses must reach in terms of their training level. And also, literally, there is a high bar out back that they have to jump over just in case there be any any detritus in the road, you know.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. Yeah, Larry otherwise looks great. I just had that minor concern.
So you get your 4 horses: Congressman Theodrin, Lieutenant McFancypants, Larry, and Franklin Delano Stinky Hooves of Elt. They lead you out the back of the stables, past the high bar, and we will cut back over to Gabatha. At this point, I think your the orc Grurg is knocking on the door. They have led you up to his cousin's house.
By the way, as we walked away, I cast message, which is my level 0 spell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the one that allows me to just like whisper to people that I know.
Yeah.
And so I whispered to the group and just said, going around, like checking out a lead on the town, going around the corner. We'll come back as soon as you need me. So, and for Elesh, since you've never received that before, it's like just a little message that I can send through, and if you whisper, you can say something back. But I just send it to all 4 of you.
And I think before this door is answered, let's take a 5-minute break. I gotta pee.
Perfect.
There.
Perfect.
Who does that? Who fucking pees?
That's what I have this catheter system on my desk for.
Yeah, just get kidney stones, guys. It's not that hard.
I just keep a bucket, whip it out, chamber pot, ready to go.
I am gonna go pee in my toilet though. The catheter system is wildly uncomfortable.
That's a good point.
I have a cup on my desk that was filled with Coke that I can just pee on. Or maybe I go to the toilet, be right back. I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm Sock.
Cue the laughing track.
I thought you were doing a Lieutenant McFancypants impression.
When I have like a Pathfinder session and the shit, when I'm gonna play tabletop RPGs without a table, I tell everyone in my home that for all purpose I don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Only Ivette exists, and Ivette doesn't know any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I started playing, there was people in my house. And then I went to the bathroom right now, and the house is empty. And I don't know if that's cool that no one told me that they were leaving because I am on a RPG session, or if it's sad that they didn't tell me. I don't know if it's cool that they just went out without saying anything, or if it's sad that they went out without saying anything. I'm not sure how to feel.
I would assume the best intentions. Say they just wanted to give you their space. I
I'm
I didn't know I was a VIP in Dolph's chat, and I think that's really nice.
Wait, you're a
DM's
VIP?
fat.
How did you be a VIP?
I don't know. I just have the little pink diamond,
I don't want that.
and I typed out
fat.
a command that Dolph can add to show the horses' names on stream.
They're gonna die.
Yeah, but like before they do, funny names.
To be fair, Edward and Jacob survived forever.
Yeah. I am very proud of Franklin Delano Hoovesvelt, though. I think that's
fantastic.
That was
That's such a good name.
Oh, also, I don't want to commit to doing this for sure, but I have been very into Worlds Beyond Number, which is a D&D podcast that is fully produced with like original score and like sound effects and heavily edited. And as someone who likes tabletop RPGs and music, would you guys mind if I took the audio from this and tried to do something like that?
Nope.
I don't think it will be published anywhere that Dalf Stream wouldn't reach, but I think it could be fun to try.
He's also like testing and
Yeah,
training
I don't
shit.
mind.
I don't mind.
Cool. I just don't want to like use anybody's voice without their permission.
I want you to make me famous. I am so ready. I ran back because I could hear it but couldn't respond. I'm ready. I want to be famous. What do
Okay.
we need to do?
If you're actually
Let's monetize. All right.
Let's instead of doing this, let's do something profitable and then we'll be great.
So Jonathan and I have a podcast that we have started. We haven't published it yet, but we've done like the first few episodes. And I'm like, wow, podcasts are so much work.
It's fucked up.
editing
cool.
anything. It's a lot of work.
Mhm.
One of my friends has a podcast. You can find him on Spotify. It's Storied History, STORIED History, with Charles Chestnut.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
don't.
Edited by yours truly. And when I say edited, I mean I made like 2 presets for a compressor and equalizer for him, and that's just all the editing he does because he hates editing. So he just like he does a dry run where he's like pausing and umming and uhing, and then he has a text to speech convert that to a script, and then he just reads the script. That is still all his original thought, but now is like cleaned up considerably.
Ooh, that's really impressive.
Yeah. He's also
Editing
like his job is he's a tour guide narrator, so like he's very much in that wheelhouse already of like speak good, no thing, unga bunga.
He does have a good voice.
This is a side note and not related, but you said unga munga. I have a 2-year-old nephew, 3 years old, and he doesn't say I love you, but he says unga munga when he loves someone.
Aww.
So I'm like, I love Owen. He goes unga munga sasa, which is very cute and metal for a 3-year-old to do. Can you drop the link for your friend's podcast?
Give me a moment. I will put it in the discussion channel in Discord.
Isn't it gonna be more of a pain in the ass to edit like this thing into like cool shit because we are all theoretically on the same like audio line of it?
Yeah. But I wasn't about to ask everybody to record their own audio. and
Recorded
send
their
it to
own.
me,
Yeah,
so,
that is
you know.
that is true.
Now, thank you for fixing the typo I made in Hoovesvelt when you added that command.
I got you.
They're gonna die.
Look, well, we didn't make the command horses. We made it SH horses because this is the swamp's haze.
Horses.
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 Shh. Horses.
It works because they spook easily.
Someone got the lantern, right? We have the lantern, right?
Yeah,
Johnson took it.
Oh, we gotta go back for the lantern.
Yeah, god damn it. It's because we gotta camp in the night and the lantern is OP for that. Is everyone here?
If we are, then I'll tell the story later.
I think we're all
Roll
here.
call.
Here.
We're here.
Here.
Present.
Not here.
I always that fucking asshole. Present. I'm better. than you. I fit inside a locker.
Swirly King.
I look bullyable.
Hmm. Y'all, I'm chopping
Buddy.
salad and a giant spider just crawled out of my salad.
I'm
Extra-
sorry.
extra
that
protein.
sentence is fucking wild.
Out of your salad?
Like my
Right
head of
here in front of
lettuce.
my salad.
I don't think it's your lettuce anymore.
No.
No, it was like not even like you know how you see those little spider. Honestly, Rob and I get our stuff from like farmers market CSA, so it's like always a little natural. But like I cut open the head of lettuce and a big boy, like he was dime size, but like body, like he was chunky, and he came out,
Nice.
and I was like, "You're a 4 paper towel kind of guy."
You just need to lean into that Gabatha salad experience, I think.
Yeah, just jump on it. No, I was like, I'm gonna wash the lettuce 8 times. Now it feels holy.
One for each eye.
Spiders are
Timmy, I
kinda
don't know if I'm
cool.
hungry anymore.
Spiders are kind of cool. It's fine.
Mm.
There
They
is
are
that
cool.
cheese on it.
And
I
the
do want that
spiders
cheese.
probably the spiders eat shit that you want the least on your
Yeah, no,
fucking
I'm down with them.
vegetables.
I just don't want to
Yeah.
eat them.
Like if there's a spider there, you should be thankful there is a spider and not like the shit that fucks your lettuce up. They're nature's pest control.
Hot take. We're all good. I'm ready. I helped him by crushing him.
Ah no!
That is a hot take. You're right.
Yeah.
No! The poor spider!
Did you even figure out what kind of spider it was?
It looked like something that was not nice. It looked like a I'm a bite you spider.
Well,
It wasn't like-
they're all I'm a bite you spider if you mess with them.
No, it wasn't like a wispy spider. Like it had like a really thick brown body. Like she had scary legs.
The wolf spider.
Might have been. I was like, all right.
Could have been a banana spider.
Now I know what those look like.
Was
I
it
spent
that?
time in the tropics.
Horrible. Horrible things.
Okay, so Gabatha, you half orc and a halfling standing in front of
Walking to the
this
bar.
door
Sounds like a joke, yeah.
in the middle of Nancy, having just knocked on it. It swings open. You're greeted by an orcish woman with like head of like curly hair, dark curly hair. Oh, Grurg, is that I haven't seen you in far too long. And you've got friends. Please come in. Would you like some tea or?
Oh, I thank you so much. I clasp her hands. I would love a cup of tea. Milk, no sugar. Thank you.
She treats you to tea, which is it's okay. She made it well, but it's just not great source material.
I compliment her on it, of course, in sincerity, because I appreciate
she's got some cookies that have maybe like 1 or 2 days too old, so they're a little on the hard side, but they're all right if you dunk them in tea. Flavor wise, they're good. They've just been out for too long.
I compliment her on her baking.
You get talking, presumably.
Of course, but not until I bring out my cake and offer slices to everyone, and get her cookie recipe. And then I say, well, anyways, I'm so sorry to intrude on you. My new friend Gorg was talking to me, and I just told him that I'm headed to Telomere and my memory.
Oh, Thelomere, yeah.
Yes.
No, I used to live there a couple years ago.
Yes, and that's what Gorg was saying. I felt so lucky that I ran into these two amazing gentlemen. But I've also kind of heard. I'm going there, and I've heard things are not great there right now. So he mentioned that you used to live there. Do you know what's going on? Do you keep in touch with anyone?
Oh no. I haven't heard anything about this, but I also haven't reached out in a couple of weeks. So, is it something that developed recently? Do you know?
Oh, I was sleeping when Ein was giving yeah, I think so. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think it's pretty recent, but when I get there, is there anyone that you would recommend maybe I should get in touch with, just to have a trusted face? It can be scary traveling these days.
Oh, my friend Oldu still lives there with her whole family. Lovely set of goblins. Them. I would actually, if there's something going down in that town, I would love it if you would check in on them, make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, Oldu. Okay, of course. I'll take them some of this cake, and I'll see how they're doing. Okay. So the goblins, anyone else? Or is there anything that is it kind of unusual to have troubles there?
It's a pretty quiet place, I'd say, for the most part. Every once in a while someone comes back from the swamp a little ragged, beaten up, maybe like a crocodile got to him or something, but I wouldn't say there's anything that happened there that anyone else would hear about, really. I mostly just left because it's, she like grabs at her hair, it's just so humid.
Oh, of course. I pat my hair, which is like tightly in that mega bun. Of course. That's good to know alone. Maybe I'll grab some gel. Okay, well, Oldu. I will check on Oldu. I'll let them know. Can you remind me of your name again, dear? I'll let them know that you were asking about them.
Oh, yes. Yeah, just tell them that Nat is thinking of them.
Of course. Okay.
And please, I think I have some biscotti if you want to take something for the road.
Oh, well, gosh, okay. Of course I will. Thank you. From one baker to another. I just really appreciate someone else's art. Thank you so much. So sweet. I'm so glad I met you all.
She leaves you with a little paper wrapped stack of biscottis with a little ribbon to hold it closed.
So sweet.
And sends you off.
Sounds good. I thank Gorg and his halfling companion, whom name I never got. But I just say, gosh, I think I know where to go now to meet up with my group and grab a horse. But thank you all. I think this is really helpful because I don't like to walk into any situation not knowing what's going on. So thanks so much, and I'm sorry to hear about your friend who lost his ear.
They're waving as you walk away, and then the halfling raises an eyebrow and some slight surprise because when you mentioned the ear, because he didn't think that anyone heard that part. But
yeah, no. So I run on back to the gang wherever they are.
All right, yeah, you all meet back up. You've got 4 horses with 4 good strong names.
Yes, strong names.
I just quick-
And head out? Question
I
mark?
quickly fill them in. I just say like I met
Yeah.
someone and that I got past the name of some goblins who sound like they might be nice folk.
Yvette, do you want to introduce Gabatha to our horses?
Did you all find what beautiful horses? I know how much Yvette likes his horses.
Horses! This one is ours. And his name is Lieutenant McFancypants.
What a good horse.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's not gonna feel the void of Edward and Jacob on my heart, but
Of course not. Of course not.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we should get going.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We've got these horses. Let's go.
So you head out of the city, down south. There's a little not well traveled and therefore not that well kept up road that leads down this way, but it's it's not like run down to the point where it's difficult for the horses to manage. But as you were warned, I guess it's a fairly lonely trip. You don't I think you really only see one other person on at least before night, which is a sort of slow moving, like oversized cart that's got like a bunch of shit hanging off the side of it. It looks like a little traveling shop sort of thing. And it truly is like cartoonishly out of proportion for the horse that's pulling it and the little goblin sitting on the horse that's driving it. The wheels are too small for the thing. It looks like a stiff wind would knock it over. So they're going very slowly down the road.
Are we stuck behind them?
You first get up to them right after you get past like a particularly thin part in the road. So you could pass right now if you wanted to. But the way that this road has been going, it gets thinner and wider with very little notice. So you might get stuck behind them again if you stay behind.
I've had singing a treble song.
Gabatha tries to move herself near to Elesh and just says, "So I know that you just joined the Seekers. What's a little bit about your story?"
Well, I concerned about the swamp because it's a very important part of the ecosystem and the cycle of nature in general. And I take my calling very seriously, and I follow Bacalier and um, their entropic aspect, and I'm just called to make sure that this place of holiness essentially is still okay.
That sounds very nice. That sounds very serious. We're kind of sometimes we're kind of a ragtag group, so it might be good to have a serious face and a level head. Not you, Sirius. You're also great.
Sirius is listening and just kind of waves,
Hmm.
but is paying attention to the conversation because he's curious about the newcomer.
And the Seekers, we go on some crazy missions sometimes. Sometimes we run into old faces. So, anyone that you're, I don't know, anyone that you're, hoping to see through the Seekers or hoping to not see.
Not particularly.
That's good. That's nice. Yeah, well,
How about you? What drew you to the Seekers?
oh, well, I'm paused, both in real life and, I spent most of my life in my town, and I realized that I had turned 75 and I had never seen anything outside of my town. And my favorite part about traveling is gathering new ingredients to bake because I'm not a bad baker. And I gather new ingredients, but I help my family out with the money. And yeah, but it's also just nice. It keeps me young, being around all you young people. So it's good. But hopefully you'll like being with us. We're not a bad group as far as groups go.
You seem entertaining so far. Just remember, young is a state of mind.
Mm. That's a nice thing to reach. So, well, let me know sometime what your pastries are of choice because I'll make sure to make something for you. So, I think I'm going to get some rest. Try to relax. Isn't that right, Welby? Because how are you doing behind me?
Who's Welby?
Oh, I'm sorry. I bet.
Who's Welby?
Oh, sometimes I get so
I'm
confused.
so
with
with
names.
me. All I know, all I need, all along. It's a path, it's a well, it's a song, so I'm singing and
I
I'm
feel like
playing with you.
we're on the same horse. I feel like I've been trying to have this nice conversation and
Yeah, I'm singing the whole time. Sing a song, it's a travel song.
that's really good.
When you
I've bet.
gotta go somewhere.
Oh,
Cause the
that's really
fun
good.
is getting there.
Oh.
That's from
what's
Shrek the
that
musical.
from? So I know who's gonna sue us.
It's Shrek the musical.
Oh, okay, great.
Great. Oh, I give Ivette not all of it, but I give some of the package of biscotti and say, Ivette, this will be good. This is good with milk or water or tea. Here you go, sweetie.
I start eating it and I keep singing with my mouth full of shit.
Like sand because the biscotti is dry.
Yeah, it's so dry.
Hit the trail. Forget the maps. Forget the guides.
So little crumbs of biscotti spew out as you sing, mouthful, and pass this cart on the road. As you go by, there's like white lettering nailed up, like wooden letters, all lowercase. It says Lorch's stuff with an exclamation mark at the end.
Do we want to stop and see what he sells? Wait, as we go, like we pass him, I'm gonna turn my back on the horse, so I'm gonna sit like facing the horse's butt, and I'm gonna loudly talk to the guy, the goblin on the cart, and I'm gonna go, "What are you saying?"
You clipped a little bit there. Can you say that again?
I'm gonna go to the goblin on the back. What are you selling?
The goblin is like humming idly to the song that you're singing as you go by,
Nice.
and then stops to go, oh, all sorts of stuff. Do you want to see my stuff?
Yeah, show me your stuff.
He pulls back on the reins and his horse stops. The cart sort of like you can hear it shifting as it comes to this stop. A box threatens to tumble off the top.
I won't stop. We're gonna look at this guy's stuff.
We're shopping on the road.
Yes, the drive-through.
I think I'm just sat on my horse pondering my orb.
He slides off the side of his horse and waddles over and pulls open the door on the side that reveals a bunch of a very eclectic selection. It doesn't look like he has a theme or anything. There's a bunch of, it's mostly useless trinkets and rustic jewelry.
That's my type of shit. Just...
there's a very smooth pebble. There's a lots of little stuff. Most of it, it's the type of I guess it's almost like a pawn shop sort of vibe, where it's a lot of junk, but they're, if you really look, you might find something valuable.
It's where you would buy a gremlin.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Is just Ivette looking, or is anyone else?
I gonna go look, and then I'm gonna see the Kales inside, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, Elantra, I think you should look on this because I remember Elantra can see magic."
Sirius is helping to look as well.
I want to use Elantra's eyes.
Gabatha's still on the horse. It's too hard to get down.
Yeah, I slide into the horse's ass, which is not recommended because it can kick you off. But I did it anyway.
Give me a handle animal.
Yeah, I'm gonna die to kick on the horse.
Okay, the horse sort of blusters a little bit in displeasure, but you do not get kicked.
Nice.
It's
a little slide.
Elantra, you've been
slide.
beckoned. Are you coming over or remaining on horseback?
I'll go take a look.
Yay!
Okay, so several of you head over to browse Lorch's wares. Give me some perception checks.
Hell yeah. That's not perception. Ignore that. I was changing tabs. Oh, good. It didn't go through. Okay, even better.
Is this for the wares or just everyone needs to roll?
For people looking at Lorch's stuff.
Elesh is sitting on his horse, kind of looking around at the road and petting
I
Steve.
rolled a 2. Do I get help from my sword for this?
Absolutely.
Alright, so a 17. Okay.
I forgot the sword fucking talks.
Sword does talk to me.
Yeah, not to us.
Yeah, no one else.
No one else. No one else
I
knows.
don't remember if anyone else knows or not that my sword
I don't
talks.
think you ever told us.
I think it just started to talk recently, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, it's not holding conversations, but it chimes in every once in a while. And in fact, it chimes in here, not verbally, more like you can feel that it's like pulling towards something.
Ooh.
And I would like to kind of follow that pull.
It pulls towards a gold coin, but not like a crown, like not normal money. It's bigger, probably like the size of a coaster.
Okay.
And are you do you have the sword out and are letting it fully guide your hand, or what's this look like?
As soon when I felt its push on my mind to communicate with me, I gripped the hilt in my left hand because the sword is on my left hip since I'm right-handed. So it's not quick for me to pull out, but I'm trying to kind of be in touch with it and just kind of, like, and keep my right hand free to do anything I need to. And stay mobile, but like, so I'm holding it by the hilt.
You get the feeling that this coin is not a coin. It is a threat. You
Threat?
can't tell how much of a threat.
How close am I to it when I feel that?
I think this coin is displayed like near the front of his stuff, and like this cart is I don't know, maybe like 5 feet deep, just like lined with stuff. So this is on the front edge.
I swap the hand that's holding my sword, the sword hilt. It's not drawn, and I back up and whisper to Elantra, I don't like that coin. That coin is dangerous. Cough. I don't have detect magic prepared. Cough.
Does the coin have some sort of like lever arm on it for like adjusting its pitch?
What?
Actually, can I roll like knowledge arcana or spellcraft or something to see if I know anything about it or can
'Cause-
tell anything else?
Take that one that you rolled.
If it doesn't, would you say it's big money, no whammies?
Oh my god. Give me an arcana check, you two.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. That was so...
It took so many steps.
Yeah.
Okay. So this doesn't have like a magic aura that you can see, Elantra, this coin. You do, in fact, notice something behind it, but we'll get to that in a second. But I think what you realize is that, indeed, this is not a coin. It is alive.
What? Okay.
And the way that you realize it is, or rather, what confirms your suspicions,
The coin is breathing.
is it little legs pop out the bottom, and it
It's a little
runs
guy.
across
It's a little guy.
it runs across the display. And as Lorch sees this, he tries to jump up and grab it. No, you don't.
Does he get it?
No.
Can
He
I
is
use
too
Mage
short.
Hand to grab it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a little guy, so the mage hand can just
guy.
like pinch it.
What is that? What is that?
to
What is
stop
that?
it.
That's Ivette jumping to try to see it.
That one's always trying to run away. The other ones are fine, just sitting in their little dish, but this guy, no.
What is it?
It's a mimic. It's a baby.
Kill it.
It's a little baby.
My mage.
Does it
I
have
only
a
have
thong?
dumb ideas right now. I'm gonna shut up for a second.
Does it have a thong?
Okay, my idea wasn't that bad, but okay, Welby.
It's just because it's just because like a thong. Because I always imagine mimics with like a big tongue, like going out of it for some reason.
Tongue.
Yeah, tongue, like on your mouth.
I
not
heard
thong.
Thong.
No.
I also heard thong.
You guys need to
Get
get on your Welbish
there's
lessons.
I've been batting 1,000. Everyone else is struggling today. There's no visible tongue. In fact, there's no visible mouth. It is just this like large coin with little legs.
It's just a little guy.
It's just a
It's
little
just a
guy.
little guy.
It's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
As the mage hand like lifts it up so it can't keep running. It gets a tiny bit smaller and sprouts arms that try and like swipe at the mage hand, but can't reach it.
So cute.
Can I use my mage hand to try to tickle it?
Sure.
Yeah, because you have two hands, so you have two mage hands.
Do I need
So
to roll for tickles?
What would you like to roll for tickles?
I don't know, man. I just wanted to say the phrase "roll for tickles."
animal handle.
If this doesn't work, I would
sure,
like to
give me an animal
smash it
handling
with Mage Hand.
to tickle the baby mimic.
You're not gonna kill it.
Unreal.
Let's fucking go.
You tickle the crap out of the little guy.
Does he like it?
There's no like audible laughter because again, no mouth in
Yeah.
this particular shape. But it seems to stop struggling. I guess it stops struggling in the way it was struggling before. And begins struggling in a I'm being tickled, no, stop kind of way.
I think he likes it.
And after a couple of seconds, the limbs go away and it returns to its coin form. Or normal coin form.
How much for the coin?
Lorch looks the group up and down. Let me check.
Does he go like towards the front of the carriage?
He says, "Let me check," and it fully isn't checking anything. He's
Okay.
he's just thinking.
I thought he went to check on something, and I was about to try to steal the smooth pebble.
He meant let me check
it'll-
my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
That'll be 50 gold pieces. But if you take that one, because that one's trouble, it'll be 45.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
What's your final destination on this trip? Where are you going?
I'm just going south.
Are you going to insert name of the city that we going there? I forgot.
Philomere?
Yeah. Are you going to Philomere by any chance?
Never heard of it, but if I pass it on the way, then maybe I will.
Yeah. Because there is a city on the swamp that you might find some business on it that we are going. So I propose to you a hefty discount on your merchandise in trade off we might escort you until at that city since we are going there anyway.
He just puts his hand like up to his chin in a classic thinking motion, and looks at the group again.
Okay.
While he's thinking, can I just make a little appraise check on what I think a tiny mimic is actually worth?
Sure.
Also, there's the magical thing that was behind the mimic that you saw it, and I don't want you to forget.
I, in character, have completely forgotten.
Fuck, girl. Suck. You cannot just fucking leave the loot there.
Little guy. How could you not pay attention to little guys?
The power of the little guy overrides all.
He's so little.
You're the
such a
smart
guy.
one. You're not supposed to forget shit.
He's a little guy though.
Yeah, with a 12 you have no idea. You've never met anyone that sells baby mimics. In fact, you've probably never even heard of someone selling mimics.
Yeah, this feels illegal.
It's a weird thing to buy. Although I suppose you might know, like, academically that sometimes mimics are used to like protect trade goods. They might put like a mimic disguised as a box in with the rest of their boxes, type of thing. But
So
you
they are
have no
capable.
idea how much that sort of thing runs. It's
So
the
they
type
are,
of
like,
business that
capable.
only businesses do. You know.
Yeah. That sweet B2B contract.
Are they growing much more than this?
You asking that of Lorch in character?
Yeah. I'm asking in character. Yeah.
I don't feed them. If they just keep growing if you keep feeding them. I don't know if there's a maximum size.
What do they eat?
They'll eat anything. Well, yeah, I think anything. So far, I've not seen one turn something down.
We're also not feeding them, so
No,
And
I
if
don't. I don't feed them because I don't want them to. If they learn that they can eat any of my stuff, then they'll eat all my stuff.
yeah, I was
And
thinking about
then
that.
what's Lorch's stuff without my
Without
stuff?
the stuff. Yeah, that's fair. So about that proposal.
So you'll protect Lorch's stuff on the road until we get down
Until you get down.
to Thilamir, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not even like you really not losing anything here because you can pay us with some things that you have on your stuff and like some hefty discount on stuff. Just like it's just a trade up of business. Because I am a aspiring business owner myself. I want to like you have my store of stuff. So, consider this like a kind of bridge that we can explore in the future.
Give me a diplomacy check.
I'm very good at this. I have a +0.
Nice.
Damn, that's actually just a 15 on the die then. Fantastic. He spits in his hand and reaches out to, offering to shake.
I spit on my hand and I shake his hand.
10%.
Let's do 20.
Narrows his eyes. 15.
17.
17 and a half.
Wait.
How do you make math with that?
17 3/4.
Let's
17
settle.
and a quarter.
Let's settle for an even 18.
Deal.
Deal.
Okay, you have negotiated an 18% discount at Lorch's stuff.
Yes.
Although his cart goes slow, so if you're gonna actually uphold this, you are capped at his speed. It's gonna take extra time to get there.
That's like extra gold per horse per day.
Yeah.
It's fine. If we find like cool shit inside of this thing, it's gonna be worth it.
I think after thinking about the cost and the discount, I've remembered the magical thing, and I'm going to look at that now.
We can look up all his shit. Maybe we'll find some potions. Do you guys have potions? Maybe you guys don't have HP potions.
No, I have some.
Okay, so you I assume at some point are gonna drop the mimic back down and re-examine on the magic thing that was sort of in a back corner in Lorch's cart. It's a pile of stones, but one of the stones it's like under a couple more. So it's like at the bottom of the stack. That's how we say that in English. One of them is magic. The rest of them are not.
What sort of aura am I perceiving?
What flavor, you say?
Yeah.
It's surprisingly strong for a rock. It's a transmutation aura.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
little transmuter stone going on.
Maybe he doesn't even know that it's magic. Just buy a fucking stone.
Are you like? How are you? What do you look like as you're examining this item?
That's
Have you like
fucked up.
picked up all of the stones? Have you picked up the one stone?
I think I'm like.
Is your head in the like stuck in the cart?
I think I've picked up all of the stones.
So Lorch has just finished shaking hands with Ivette and catches that you're investigating the stones. Ah, like stones, do you? Those are some good stones. Great for like skipping across lakes and stuff. I love them.
Hmm.
You want a
How much
stone?
per pie?
They're 2 copper pieces.
That sounds like you were going to say they're 1 copper piece.
Nope.
I narrow my eyes at him.
That's
How many-
I just had to do some math because of your discount.
Right.
The
How many-
discount went up.
How many stones are there?
Let's say there's like 12 stones.
So that's what, 24 copper at his.
Yeah. And one of them is magic.
I did want to practice my juggling, and I'll
Sure.
fish through for a silver piece and get change.
Hey, great. Let me. Ooh, he runs around to the other side of the cart to like get you change, and you hear from the other side. Were you gonna get that mimic? Did you want maybe like 3 or 4 of them too?
Oh my god. 3 or
We'll
4.
cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, we'll grab.
Oh, are we not at that bridge?
I don't respond.
He comes back around with a handful of coins. So you gave 1 silver piece. Wait, that's not enough.
I may have thought for a moment that it was what would it be? 3 silver pieces?
3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then I get 6 copper back.
Do you?
Yeah,
You
'cause
get
it's
5
24,
copper
right?
back.
Get 5 copper back?
Yeah.
What is it, 24 coppers?
Yeah, it costs 24 copper. He gave you 5 back.
He fully just stealing a copper for you. Are you gonna be a Karen and ask for 1 copper out of this guy?
I thought the stones were. I thought the stones were 1.6 copper apiece. You've given me incorrect change.
No, they're 2 copper apiece.
No, you said they're 1.6.
No, I don't think I did.
Just gaslighting.
I'll be generous. I'll give you 1 6/8 of a copper for each.
Look, I don't know. Maybe you're like some sort of math whiz. I'm not. I can't do that kind of math. I deal 1s and 2s.
I love this game.
Well, you owe me 2 copper then.
How do you figure? There's 13 stones there. They're 2
That's
copper apiece. That's 26 copper. I gave you 5 back. That's right.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, you take your 12 stones and your 5 copper piece change.
Yeah, you got a fake stone. Dude, just he could. You paid 1 stone more, dude. What the fuck?
I paid half a stone more because he upped the rate as soon as I was interested.
Oh, that is true.
It's 10.
Look, Lorch is
silver
an
to a
honest
gold.
businessman.
I just want to make sure I have this right. So that I gave 1 gold piece or I in my head, one gold piece was split into 10 silver, and then I gave 3 silver to him, and so I have 7 silver from that gold piece left.
Yes.
Just to write it correctly in my character sheet.
Yes. Very important that you track that you have 5 copper pieces
5 copper, 7
and
silver,
3
and
less silver than you did before.
1,717 gold.
Yeah, I simply never wrote down any copper, any silver. If it's not a gold, I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyone else looking to make a purchase?
Can I do like a general like appraise check or something? Like if I go deeper into the carriage to see if I see something cool?
Sure, you can make an appraise. It'll take you some time to dig through all of Lorch's stuff.
Yeah, it's not like it's a ward ending like fog. It's just fog.
That's fogged up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, on the, the grand scheme of like, how like time sensitive these missions are, this is on the lower end.
Yeah, see? Appraise. I see jack shit.
Yeah, you keep getting like distracted by the little gold mimics.
Yeah,
your mind keeps going, oh, these cute little guys.
Yeah,
They could be
which is
anything.
Yeah, it's fair. Which I am thinking about getting like 2 so they don't feel lonely. But not now, not right now. Guess that's it. No one wants to look into it, see if there's something cool that they want.
I'm asleep on the horse.
Maybe-
Sirius sighs at hearing Ivette asking if anybody wants to look, and he will give like a cursory look for anything magical and fun.
Yo, Ash! Do you bought that like dagger that you thought you wanted, and did you got one?
Yeah. Oh, I have one.
Okay.
Should I roll Knowledge Arcana to see if there's anything kind of magically interesting? Or
Yeah, let's go with that. Ooh.
Jesus fucking Christ. A plus 12. What the fuck?
That I
means-
genuinely is better than mine.
Sirius does magical stuff. He's like a half wizard. A wizard with a pointy stick. A sharp pointy stick.
Yeah, we went from like no smart people to like 3 smart people.
I don't think you find anything overtly magical, but you do identify some like special materials that are often used in like specialty equipment. Like there's some nails made of cold iron, which is a bit weird. They
Okay.
look very similar to normal iron, but they're very cold when you touch them.
How much are they?
There's no prices listed on anything here. But if you're looking for like an estimate of value, probably a pretty safe bet that Lorch thinks they're normal iron nails. So whatever you buy them for will be not what they're worth.
I casually say, I'll buy these nails from you. I could have a use for them maybe. So.
There's also something. It's just like a plate, like a plate you eat off of. And it looks like steel. You brush past it when you're picking up the nails, and you feel it like vibrates a little too much, or like not too much, but like more than you would think it would.
I'll take that as well. And then how many?
Some nails and what's that? Oh, that's
A plate.
that plate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice plate. It's a good plate.
It's all right.
No, it's great. It's a great plate.
I've seen lots of plates. It's a
That's
fine plate.
that's gonna be. Is that all the nails or
Yeah, all the nails.
the whole? Okay, the whole
I need
box
to
of
build a
nails.
shed.
That's gonna be 5 copper for the nails and
Excellent.
3 silver for the plate.
Done. I buy all those, and I give a nail to. After we leave, I'm going to give a nail to Ivette, but I don't want to give one yet, so he doesn't give away that they're cold.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a nail on my gun and see if it shoots.
The plate is made of singing steel, which is under the special materials if you're interested in looking that up. And the nails are cold iron, which are also under special materials. So with the shopping completed, Lorch closes up his cart and you get back on the road. It's probably only like 2 more hours before the sun starts to go down.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Could we maybe tie like another one, like one of our horses to his carriage to kind of bring it up a little bit more to our speed? Just to make him a little bit faster? Because it's gonna be slower anyway, but like if helps.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Just so it brings a little bit up to speed.
Okay, that will, instead of delaying you by a whole day, will only delay you by a couple of hours then.
I'm a fucking genius.
But you are still going to have to camp out for the night.
Yeah, I thought we would anyway.
I'd like to spend some time.
You're real quiet, bud.
I'd like to spend some time.
This-
Is this better?
That is better.
That is better, yeah.
I can make it louder. I can be really loud.
Oh,
No, we're good. We're good.
No,
We feel good. Go ahead. You would like to spend
This
some time.
fucking creepish ASMR.
I'd like to try to figure some stuff about stone while camp.
Absolutely.
Was that clear? What I meant to say?
As we settle camp, as Elantra is doing all of that and shit, I gonna go to Elesh and say like, "Yo, this is the time to use the lantern."
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Elish would like to set up the lantern so that it covers the most camp that it can.
Okay, good old Lantern of the Glimmering Wilds, the first artifact of this entire
Magical item. Yeah,
series.
we ever got.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you set it up and it creates this sort of bubble of concealment for you all. I imagine there's some spot on the side of the road that y'all found where the road was a little bit wider to set up camp. Elantra, give me like a Dungeoneering or Arcana or Spellcraft to do a look at this rock. Initially off the bat, what you notice, of course, is that while all of the stones that you purchased were pretty smooth, they're being marketed as like skipping stones, so they're pretty like flat. And they're all like these gray, the same sort of gray. This one is, it's a little different. It's so smooth. It's so much smoother than the other ones. It's like almost textureless. It's so smooth.
That's creepy.
And as you examine it, we're able to determine is that this transmutation aura applies to the stone itself. So its magic modifies the stone itself, and specifically, you can tell that there's something else going on in addition to this, but you are pretty confident that if you threw this stone, it would come back to you.
Woohoo!
The boom stone.
I want to try this clandestinely by acting like I'm juggling it.
That's
But badly.
interesting because juggling normally involves the things returning to you via gravity anyways.
Yes. Elantra does not understand how to juggle, in case that was not clear by them being.
I see. Yeah, my follow-up question was going to be how bad is Elantra at juggling?
It's also like you need more than 2 to juggle, so one of them is gonna hit every time, but the other ones you might fuck it up.
So let's see. Is this a? Well, you won't have any performance that's related to this. I guess a sleight of hand, or maybe if you don't have that, just dexterity. Okay. And just to help the image, you bought 12 stones. How many of them are you attempting to juggle?
2.
Just 2.
Juggle?
You have to start with it. You work up to it, okay? Shut up.
So you start tossing these stones back and forth, and it's taking you so much focus to do this, to like actually get the hand-eye coordination going. And every once in a while you drop one of the stones, but it's never the magic one.
I'd like
that one always
to
lands in your hand.
Try to add a third, and if I can't actually juggle the third, I'm gonna use my mage hand to just move one of them in a circle while I toss the other 2 up and down.
With an 8, you absolutely cannot juggle 3 stones.
That's not, if that comes up, that's not how you juggle. And then you get to one of the stones and just throws at Elantra. On the air, like, catch it.
Yeah, I mean, I bet if you watch for any amount of time, you'll notice that like one of the stones always, it like the arc that it takes in the air looks like it was juggled properly. Do you know what I mean? The other ones are thrown sort of like haphazardly and they don't go towards their hand. But every third stone is like perfect.
You should just do like you're doing with that one. But like do it on everyone.
I don't do that.
Yeah, have you tried just being better at juggling, dummy?
Just be better. I gotta pick like 4 of the 12 stones, and I'm gonna go, look, that's how you do it. And I'm gonna try to juggle. Never juggled in my life.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand or a dexterity if you don't have it. I guess it's just gonna be sleight of hand, because sleight of hand's a dex check anyways.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, you look like, not like a professional juggler, but you certainly look like someone who has juggled before, I bet. It's not particularly hard for you to keep these 4 stones in the air.
See, it's not that easy. Throw me another one. Throw me another one. Throw me
I
another
throw
one.
the stone that comes back to me at Ivette.
You throw it in an aggressive fashion, or just as you would if you were adding a stone to
Just hits me in the face and goes back.
You ever been like annoyed at your friend and you throw something at them?
Yeah. You throw this stone, let's say it just like hits him in the like shoulder or something. And it fully just bounces off Ivette's shoulder. It turns like 90 degrees, skips off of his other shoulder, and then turns another 90 degrees basically and comes back to you, Elantra.
I'm without stopping juggling. I go, what the fuck?
There was a. Well, how far away are you two?
I'm a very scrawny wizard. I don't assume that I'm throwing it from very far away.
Plus, or like more or less than 10 feet.
Probably less.
Okay.
We're probably like a comfortable conversing distance of like 2 meters.
Then the scene is as I described.
That is wild. Do you know what's the funniest part of Elantra? I didn't stop juggling. This is the first time I ever did this in my life. That's crazy, right?
Can I make a sense motive check?
Yeah.
You can
Do
you
with
can
that number
roll
what
the
you
mouth,
will. I
whatever.
It's not even a lie. I don't think I've ever juggled anything in his life.
I was gonna say you can roll bluff or diplomacy to Dalf, and then I'll never know. Just tell me.
Too late.
So I know that you're not lying then?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
I throw another rock at you.
The magic one?
Why not? Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Just for the fun of hitting me with the
What
fucking
could
rock.
go wrong?
What's it gonna do? 1d2 damage?
I feel like this fog has taken over like the whole damn swamp by now. I'm a little
Fog's gone.
Well, what else are you gonna do at camp? You gotta brush the horses down and make dinner and
Yeah,
like set
it's-
camp.
It's when
a
we
very
do
good point.
role play.
No, I very much value it, and I think it's beautiful, and I like the juggling. I am making a peach cobbler in a Dutch
love
oven
campfire
over the
cobbler.
over the fire.
Just a box of yellow cake mix, a can of peach pie filling, and a Sprite.
Well, Gabatha doesn't use any of those 3 items because I don't think there's Sprite or
Adolf, can I roll
Yeah,
for
there's
Sprite?
There's no cake mix.
Well, I mean, sprites are a real mythological creature. Well, they're not mythological in this universe. I
Are they
guess
lemon
they're-
lime flavored though?
They're real creatures. Fucking give me a knowledge arcana to see if you've ever eaten a sprite.
I feel like Elantra would have. I, by the way, am making mine vegetarian.
We
Because from what-
derailed this.
because from what
I-
Elish said, I wasn't sure if Elish was like vegetarian, so I was like, maybe I'll do this because I'm trying to be very welcoming. So I just use like local fruits and flour and all the other goods.
I can only
What are the
roll
local fruits?
1 lower on that arcana check, by the way.
Well, I don't think you've ever eaten a sprite or even like gotten a description from someone who has, so probably you don't know.
Never mind. I was gonna be dumb. I was gonna say
Yeah,
I would've
because
got a 7 up.
until right now, we were being so serious this session.
Playing character, but like I'm just saying sodas and asking if I can roll for them, and that's
So I'm gonna say I feel like Elantra, like the perfect way to describe that role would be like you tried to eat a Sprite one time, but then the Sprite offered you like a berry instead, like a lime, like they held it up and they're like, eat this instead. Like until you bit into the lime instead of the Sprite, but thought you ate the Sprite or something. So you're like, they're lime flavored.
You were having like lack of sleep delusion.
honestly that's probably the most accurate.
Yeah.
So the smell of a peach cobbler cooking on or over the fire, this I guess like little juggling argument going on the side. Lorch is getting stuff like secured down to make sure that no one steals any of his stuff in the night, because he doesn't fully understand that truly no one will ever know that they're there.
Oh yeah. he
And
doesn't
it
know.
is a very dark night. It's dark and hot.
Like my coffee.
Of the two moons, they're both just little slivers right now.
At some point, I've had this juggling in the middle of everyone going, look what I can do! I just found it today! Like right now! It's the first time that I'm doing it!
And I think unless someone else wants to have like a campfire scene, that'll be where we call it for today. Having accomplished so little.
We've accomplished nothing.
But we
With
had
the-
fun not doing it.
There was team building. There was real team building.
We derailed the session so bad.
Well, no, I mean, Gabatha
We-
got a little bit of information.
I got a cool rock.
You bought a cool rock, which I will assume you have some time to work out the rest of it over the course of the trip, so I'll just show you the page for it.
Ooh, I want to see it.
Got some nails and a plate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you bought some essentially raw materials because in their current
Yeah.
form they're not going to
Yeah,
be very useful.
they'll
But
become
well, maybe the
something.
nails could be useful.
The
we
singing,
need to
the singing thing, the singing
crucify
still
the fog.
looks sick. It looks very cool for one particular person in this party.
Could use it to store cake.
We got a new member of the team,
Yeah, we got
We
Elish.
got a new member of the team.
and I don't even think he's evil. So,
Did you say you don't even think he's evil?
yeah.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't get into a fight, so I won't, because I want to know what the fuck the new dude does. But
Uh-huh.
I thought about, so I guess peeling back the curtain a little bit. This Lorch's stuff thing was a possibility for like a road encounter when you were headed towards the last mission, the manor.
The one where we drew the map, the really bad map.
Yeah, I had a bunch of things that could have happened there, and this was one of them. Also, in consideration for this was the scene that Gabatha you overheard description of was another thing you could have actually run into.
This is sick.
But so this is just sort of me using stuff that I prepped several months ago and didn't use. And yeah, the polished pebble, for just like summary for stream, I guess, is it's a rock. If you throw it,
That's it.
it's a thrown weapon. It does 1d2 damage regardless of your size. It does bludgeoning damage. It crits on a 20. It has a range of 10 feet, but if you throw it more than 10 feet, it does extra shit. So if you just throw it 10 feet or less, then it is as above. If you throw it 30 feet, it does 1d3 damage and crits times 2 instead of just times 1, and it takes less range penalties. If you throw it 60 feet, it does 1d4 damage and it crits on a 19, and it targets touch AC. If you throw it 90 feet, it does 1d6 damage, it crits 3x, and it bypasses material-based damage resistance. And if you throw it 120 feet, which is the max range, it does 1d8 damage, it crits on an 18, and the damage becomes force damage instead of bludgeoning damage. And for all of these, it returns to you.
is this sick? And it also might be perfect for Elantra.
It is probably better than any of my damage spells that on Rider effect.
Yeah, because like you have like a backup damage thing now.
Yeah, it's better than all my cantrips as long as they're further than 10 feet away.
Yeah. Well,
So
it might
it's a
be
stop- It's like
Actually,
strength.
it might be harder for you to hit because its range penalty is reduced by half at 30 feet, but you're still taking a -1 on the roll.
It's worse than everything except for the best spell.
Oh yes, of
Oh,
course.
destroy vertical reptile. Yeah. Does it? Like it's a transmutation thing, but it doesn't like change forms, right? It's a pebble.
The I mean, I guess it's magic applied to the rock itself. I
Okay,
guess
okay.
so. It like the rock changes to, like it accumulates this little trail of energy. It can like change fully into like an ethereal thing that does force damage. That's kind of what
I
the
see, I
transmutation
see.
is for. Also, it has the
Well,
returning property, which is
Yeah,
transmutation.
I was thinking just like about transmutate it into a bullet and shooting from my gun.
Nope.
It's really cool. See, it's worth it. We're gonna get like half of the city's gonna be dead to a fog, but it's like we got a polished pebble.
We're literally taking the second fastest way. We're going a little slower. We're gonna get there at night
Yeah.
instead of in the afternoon. Calm
Yeah,
down.
it's fine. Yeah.
We're all gonna die anyway, whether
We're
we
all
get
gonna
there or
die. Yeah,
not.
it's
We were
NPCs.
like, let's get there the fastest way possible. Let's pony up money, and then we're like,
Yeah,
guys,
but then,
let's go to summer camp.
but then Dolph put up like a star on me, and I love a shopping episode.
You can't give me Plug's butt ugly stuff hut and not have me stop there.
I think the baby mimic is real cute.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but it does evoke similar vibes to Plug.
Yeah.
I gonna buy mimics. I already decided.
I can't agree with paying 40 gold pieces based on a guy who source I made it up the price.
Consider this though, with your 18% discount, if you take the one that tried to run away, it's only 37 gold pieces.
Wow.
I wanna
Wait,
get
y'all didn't buy it? He's not feeding them. They're like starving.
They don't need to eat. They eat to get bigger, but they don't need to eat. That's what
So-
I got. Like,
I'm not gonna
They-
feed you anymore.
They're the type of thing that can eat like once a year and be fine. They're I guess ecologically they're the sort of thing that sits in wait. Like a Venus flytrap, I guess. That's sort of their strategy.
Sit away the predators. They are like African bullfrogs.
They just sort of wait for something to come into their mouth, basically, and then they'll eat that, and then they'll just chill
Girl fame.
until they get another thing in their mouth. So they don't expect to eat very often.
I think we should try to get a Groupon. Like if we buy like a pack of it, maybe we get like a
This was
discount.
the coupons and discounts episode.
Yeah.
Tried to get a discount at the probably only place in the entire world that will never give you a discount. And then you actually got 18% off.
I mean, there were 3 or 4 different opportunities to spend money. So, I mean, what else are you
That's
supposed to
true.
do?
Oh, a lot of times people just slap down money.
I actually think this was one of my favorite sessions ever, just because it was so stupid, and I was missing that.
I'm glad. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Needed some goof up in here,
Yeah,
Yeah.
love a good 3 hours of just solid goof 'em ups.
Okay, but next time we have to kill people, y'all. Gabatha
That is
has-
true.
Yeah.
I'm carrying around this heavy ass mace that I really wanted to be a drum, so I'm swinging it.
Yeah, on this one we derailed as fuck. On the next one we go straight to business.
But I am making cinnamon rolls for the next one.
Like IRL or in character?
I mean, either or. Come over and I'll make cinnamon rolls.
Can
But
you do cinnamon
Uh,
rolls on a beat
In a
fire?
Dutch
Yeah, I don't know.
oven.
Can you do like Dutch oven cinnamon rolls or like pan
Yes.
cinnamon rolls? You can.
I looked up
I
Dutch
have
oven
done-
recipes. Yeah.
All you need. So
Oh my
here's
just
my
need cinnamon and
rundown.
rolls.
Now we
You-
call on the fucking music nerd, and now we call on the bread nerd. It's the
Well, this is a camping nerd situation, which I
But that
also
is-
Also that.
that you're also on.
Aren't we all?
Certainly I am. I don't think Dalf has ever been outside before.
I would never camp.
Oh. That's
The-
okay. It's not for everyone. I support that.
But no, my biscuits are not a good example, but like I'll just buy like canned whatever biscuit dough, and you put that in a Dutch oven, that you let preheat on the while the fire is still burning. You preheat. Once the fire has died down and you have nice coals, you put a layer of coals underneath it, and then you put a bunch of coals on the lid of the Dutch oven so that you have heat radiating from all sides. But I never put enough on top, so I always have biscuits that are like just starting to burn on the bottom and not quite done on top. But you can do the same thing with cinnamon rolls.
Burn them on the bottom and under on the top.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Good to know.
Okay, honestly, now I'm just like really craving cinnamon rolls. Like it's really hitting, so we might have to run to the store. But this is really fun.
I'm so
tonight.
sorry to have inflicted cinnamon rolls upon you, Rob.
Oh my god, they sound so good. Stop. The more you say them,
Delicious.
yeah. Rob is also never like anti go to the store for something delicious. So, but this was really fun. We're gonna hop off, but have a good night, everyone, and see you next.
Yeah.
We're
See
doing-
you all
I'm
next
hopping
week.
off.
Thanks
I'm
for
here
playing.
forever.
Week, we'll all make cinnamon rolls individually and then compare.
Don't
Oh,
threaten me with
no.
a good time.
Amazing.
I know. I was gonna say Dolph will like.
Hope you all have campfires at home.
I
The
definitely
next
won't be
episode-
making
the
campfires
next-
and
the
rolls.
next session
But
has
there's
already been thrown off course.
there's a
Yeah.
non-zero possibility of a cinnamon roll picture showing up in Discord this week.
Gonna be typing
Excellent.
/roll d20 with sticky fingers tomorrow.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Because is there? Last question. Is there like a grocery store cinnamon roll that's good? Like, are you like Pillsbury, or are you like, no, go to this one, or the Trader Joe's ones are really good?
I can't say I'm
I-
passionate about any store-bought cinnamon rolls.
Well, I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to raise dough right now.
I am what the people call poor, so I just buy the generic brand.
And that works too, right?
Or
That's
Pillsbury if
probably
it's on sale. But like
good.
truly it's a delivery for cinnamon flavor, sugar, and dough. So I'm like, whatever, man, fuck me up.
Mm.
Give me
I'll
the
like-
sugar, daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cinnamon rolls are not a thing here, so
I just sent the recipe, Welby, so you can spread the love. There, well, that's like a really extra recipe, but like you can find a recipe that's less intense, but they are yeasted dough, so they take some time.
it's not like a thing you can buy on the bakery and shit. You know, like it's not a thing that
Spread the good news. Spread the
I think
word.
it's because it's a very comfy, warm food and just hot here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would probably always be like perma sticky. Which
Well,
they
it's not hot
already are.
now, right?
No, it's not really hot right now. But like, it's not cultural to make them.
Right.
So it's like it's just not selling on bakeries.
The culture you want to see
I
in the
never
world.
found because it's
Gandhi.
it's
The culture I
Some-
want to see in this case is yeast culture, by the way, just so we're clear.
Yes, exactly.
Hope you like
because
monocellular life.
East of like baking.
Okay. With that,
I got that
we're
one.
gonna.
All right, I'm probably gonna go make some of this. All right, bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Good night.
See everyone.
We'll cycle out. Farewell. Sorry, I got distracted by the conversation happening in the background that you can't hear anymore. Same time next week. Bye.